agree.
Hey, I might be part punch.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Crabby D&D. I am here with Cat,
Hi.
Mortar,
Hello.
Kirv,
Hey.
Vinny. Vinny? Is he not back?
Vinny's not here.
He's not back.
Oh, fuck.
Well, Vinny will be here soon. He's currently preparing whatever, or ribs.
We'll fix it in post.
Or having a fix it in post. There is no post. Oh, he's disconnected, so he might be just having mic issues.
Don't break the illusion, Chris.
No, he moved to AFK.
Oh, yeah, he's definitely not here. Okay.
Chris, you've got to put your best Vinny voice on.
No, I've moved him back.
Just got the voice of his Arnold.
He'll be here for when he gets back.
The voice of his Arnold.
Voice him his Arnold.
My name is Vinny.
My name is Vinny.
Oh, Vinny's here. Oh, hi.
Don't worry, Romulus. I will look after the cat when you die.
Okay.
Fucking hell.
And
inspiration.
and finally,
I will
Romulus.
be the most handsome person in the party.
Hello, my name is Romulus, and as we have established prior to the session, I do not care for the fray. I'm kidding. I love your food.
Oh no!
I don't like how you say bird. And I'm standing by that one.
Okay, fair enough. So,
Ratatouille was a banger though.
Ratatouille's a banger.
so hello and welcome to Crabby D&D. We're all here. Vinny is here. He's just a bit quiet at the moment. He'll be back soon. Yes. As a general boon, because it is our resident Mortar's birthday today, the entire party will be receiving inspiration. I will make sure to tick it in I'll make sure to tick it in Vinny's character sheet if everyone else would like to do that for themselves.
Oh, fudge. Can I have a second inspiration box?
No, if you stole the inspiration, it's wasted, I'm afraid.
Oh, Mortar hasn't had inspiration in ages, and I cannot figure out for the life of me why.
Nah, I can't figure out
What
why.
have I done?
I'm back.
Welcome back. We have begun. I've just given you inspiration because it is Mortar's birthday today, so everyone has got an inspiration.
Oh.
Now, if we're all ready to begin, I think we shall do so. Hello, all. 'Tis a sweltering day today, but I am sure you'll all do fine. Let us remind ourselves as to what you did last week. In our previous session, our party of adventurers, Cat, Kirv, Mortar, Romulus, and Vinny, had sorted out their problem with the village and its ghostly inhabitants. Diplomatically, I might add. They had successfully arranged for some passage and the ability to get to the old church up the mountain, with everyone, well, being allowed the following day, after the ritual has passed. With the deal made, the party took it upon themselves to venture into Vinny's mind and discovered what they could. But unfortunately, the creature inhabiting Vinny's head had other plans. After eating Romulus and the others doing their best to escape, the party regrouped, wounded, but alive and shaken. After a quick rest, Romulus, Vinny, and Kirv took it upon themselves to travel up to the church ahead of time, just to see what they could find. Meeting the old groundskeeper, Romulus offered to carry him down the mountain, giving Kirv and Vinny a chance to snoop around. And that is where we pick up. The wind is strong up here, and there are very clear drafts that otherwise run through the old building. Fresh snow continuing to lay itself just inside the broken walls and windows. It is crisp and crunchy underfoot as the two of you have explored seemingly some of the outside area near the graves. Before Kirv, you headed into what looks to be the groundskeeper's bedroom. You can currently see a bed that has been slept in recently, along with what looks to be old tapestries or some form of murals that have been damaged, a pair of shoes, some clothes, and where a window has been broken glass, otherwise covered in ice and frozen to the stone floor, which lies in partial ruin, along with what looks to be some form of alchemy station, perhaps. Well, Vinny, you stand outside, looking at a number of the graves, not knowing any of the names by any means, and not recalling them, but seeing several that are otherwise throughout the small graveyard itself. So, what would you like to do?
Anything interesting over there, Kirv?
Bit of a naff bedroom, honestly.
Fair enough.
But at least
Well, if
he
it's-
has it to himself.
If it's just his personal quarters and there's no sign of any clues there, we probably shouldn't poke around too much.
Why not?
I don't know, it's rude, I guess. He's been pretty accommodating for an old temple keeper.
My siblings snoop around my place all the time, but sure. Do.
Yes, this is, I guess, part of the continuing trend of your need for family therapy.
Don't! Oh, I felt that from here.
Hmm.
Kev
Yeah.
doesn't know what therapy means, so she's going to keep quiet.
Okay. Which is a big word.
It's a big word.
When you get back and get to see them again, make sure you set firmer boundaries with them.
But what if I want to snoop in their rooms?
You know what? That's a good point. I hadn't thought of that.
Thank you. See, big picture. Anything interesting about these graves?
No, you can see that they've been freshly tended to, so they've been swept of snow, they're quite old. A lot of the lettering has faded in a lot of places. You don't recognise any of the names by any means, and looking in the small pots in front of them, they've all been given what look to be some kind of small, kind of almost holly-like leafage that's been placed inside to commemorate or decorate the graves.
I mean, I know this sounds stupid, but my honest instinct was Kirv will go up and take a piece of holly and eat it to see if it's any good.
Okay.
Oh, God.
You otherwise snap a bit of holly off, pop it in your mouth. It is sharp, not tasting wise. And then there's a sudden irony taste as you take 1 point of piercing damage from eating holly.
Fair enough. Kirv bashfully is like, come on, move on.
Vinny's just gonna call out to any spirits. Like, I didn't do that. That was all her. Anyway, I think looks like there's a wall out here. Is there any way in?
There is. There looks to be a kind of a small break here, and there's a larger break further up.
BRB.
Okay. May as well go around.
Is this a statue or another grave?
Looks to be another grave.
Mm-hmm.
And inside
I know
here
why
seems to
they leave
be...
holly to these guys. Tastes horrible.
And this looks to be some form of private area where individuals can come and sit and receive potentially a small family sermon, or possibly small hearings or discussions.
I mean, there doesn't seem to be much going on here.
No. Guess it was a long shot we'd find some super important clue other than him. But...
Sorry, quick question. This tile over here, does this mean something?
Yes, there was a door over there.
Do you want to check the
I
door?
can't remember if either of you checked it, but I mean, if you want to have it be a quick check, you go over and the door is locked.
The door is locked.
Yeah.
I was thinking that. I was literally thinking that.
Yanni?
What did he say?
What did you say?
Door is locked. And it's like by those who are dead. And
Oh.
I was like, oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
If you wanted to go up to it and you can have a look. Yeah. You go up, you have a look, and you can see that the door itself is locked. And you otherwise twist the handle a bit. Very clearly locked.
Vinny, you seem like you'd be good with locked doors. Ah, the silent treatment. I see.
Oh, sorry. Just
I thought Kirv just got Batman.
he
Turns
didn't lock
around,
his own.
Vinny's
Yeah.
gone.
Didn't lock his own bedroom, and yet maybe ghosts just don't care much for privacy. But
To be fair, you didn't go through his door. You didn't actually check the door to his bedroom.
could have like boarded up the hole or like hung a cloth from it.
I was going to say, it's a
think
bit
he'd
more of
get
an
cold.
oversight on
Piece
the
of paper,
bit
like
more of an oversight on like the ghost part. If like he sees like this massive hole in the wall and still locks the door.
Oh, look.
Yeah.
Bit of an oversight.
I mean, he's the only living person, seemingly for miles. And you think he has
So
the
he
strength to
says.
begin building up walls and putting
Hey, man,
boards
I don't
across?
know. He makes his journey down that mountain. I'm just saying.
Yeah, it takes him several hours, but yeah.
yeah, no, I'm with you on this one, Kirv. Sleeping in freezing weather with a massive hole in the wall can't be doing anything to improve his health.
Maybe he's trying to join them. The ghosts.
Hmm.
But he seems rather
If
chipper.
so, I mean, if so, it's the most non-committal suicide I've ever heard of.
Would the town be really mad if we tried to unlock this door?
Probably.
Should we do it anyway?
But can I see any sign of like anything unusual in this lock that might indicate a trap?
Go ahead and roll me an investigation check.
I believe that's a 17.
17. Can't see a trap if there is one, but you can tell that it is definitely locked.
Okay. Right then.
Do it, do it, do it.
Yeah, he's not
Race
coming
in
back up the
chaos.
stairs in a hurry. Keep an eye out for me, will you?
This cat is literally watching through Jeff. It's like,
Filch, keep an eye out
alone,
for me.
Can they?
Mortar's beginning to pace. He's getting really agitated.
I send Filch and Eugene to look out.
Okay. They take up positions in what little rafters remain above in the top of the church itself. Keep an eye out. Go ahead and roll me perception checks for them, please. And Vinny, what were you doing?
I'm going to attempt to use my thieves' tools to pick the lock.
Okay. I will say with the investigation that you did get, you know that it isn't trapped. It does look to be locked. It also looks to be an old door. So it's going to be a relatively easy to get open lock. I'll say you know the DC is 16. If, however, you do not succeed, and you get anything below a 12, your lock picks will break. Because it is an old door.
Okay.
I will say there's knowledge before you make any rolls, so if there's anything you wish to do ahead of time, you're welcome to do it. Yeah, 16 not being a particularly high DC at this current level, but there is the risk of something breaking. And what does Eugene and Filch get?
Eugene got a 3.
Mm-hmm.
Filch got an 8.
Nice.
I do not have spell slots to enhance ability myself, and Bardic Inspiration only works on other people. But I'm going to give this a go.
Okay. Go ahead
These
and...
tools with...
Yep.
Dexterity, I assume?
Yep, with dexterity. The day I make someone make a
Plus-
thieves' tools with strength is going to be funny. But yes, thieves' tools with dex.
It's just simply a crowbar, right?
It's just a
You just break
crowbar.
down the door at that point.
Oh, that was close.
Yeah, 24.
Yeah. With some deft work, you manage to click the door open, unlocking it. The door itself squeaks on its hinges, and it is a pull door. As you pull the door open, you can see what looks to be a set of stairs.
Second.
I like this side too, Vinny.
Right, sorry about that.
That's right. You see what looks to be a set of stairs going down. You can see there is a bit of snow on one of them, and as you otherwise get a look along the wall, you can see a little bit of what little light is coming through. You can see where there is a hole from the outside, otherwise leading in, and seems to be depositing a little bit of fresh snow on this part of the stairs.
Okay, so it's not as if they're taking that great pains to keep this area sealed off. Right, I'm going to take a look.
Kirv, you staying up here? You're going
No.
down? Okay. The two of you head down. As you head down the stairs, it's not too far of a downward area. I'd say probably 20-30 feet at most. But you otherwise head down these stairs, the wind outside howling behind you, and you get down to this portion of wherever this may be, and you can see what looks to be a square room for the most part. You can see where you both have dark vision. I'll say go ahead and make me perception checks. See exactly what you see.
Uh, 12.
Can Jeff make one as he's with them?
Does Jeff have dark vision?
No, is it pitch black?
Not pitch black. This is what would be bordering on darkness. So I'd say Jeff probably can't make one here. It's not enough to impose disadvantage on those with dark vision because there is light behind. But from what Jeff can see, you can see that it is a stone floor and there seems to be some form of like central pillar to this large square room. Whereas Vinny and Kirv can see a bit more.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
So it was a 15.
15.
We're doing crimes.
The two of you otherwise looking around the room.
One
It is
of you doing crimes.
This is a large square room, seemingly quite large for the size of this area, probably about 30 feet in any dimension. You can see that the corners are otherwise littered with what look to be large jars, possibly urns. There is a central pillar in the middle where it looks to be a number of decorative skulls has been carved around the central pillar itself. There is an unlit brazier to the right where you can see a walkway leads further on, and you can see in a small alcove at the back of the room opposite where you've come from and to the left are what look to be these two large kind of tomb sarcophagi.
Sarcophagus.
Yep. The room itself is very dark, and the brazier is unlit, and there's not really anything here to it. You can see that a little bit of snow has made its way down this far, but it's not like active by any means. And there is generally a layer of dust in the room, but you can see that there are footprints that have gone to and from, and there is a broom that leans up against the base of this area. It looks to be some form of crypt.
Can we investigate the crypt?
You can. Where would you like to go? Did you want to investigate the tombs? Did you want to go through the entrance to the right, or just investigate this chamber?
I want to have a look at these sarcophagi first of all.
Okay. Going and having a look at the sarcophagi, you can see that the sarcophagi are old. You can see they have a little bit of melted wax in places. Quite possibly there has been some form of ritualism to it, of placing a candle on top and lighting it. Possibly prayers have been said for these individuals. You can see that a number of the urns are otherwise laden with dust, but have been dusted off here and there. No attempts have been made. The sarcophagi themselves are old, by the looks of it. The writing hasn't necessarily faded all that much, but you otherwise look over it and the writing seems to be in some form of custom cipher.
Let me.
What are you thinking, Vinny?
If it's in some kind of code, I probably don't have much of a chance of decrypting it. I'm gonna poke Jeff's head. Any ideas?
You say that. Jeff can't see nor can receive commands, as Jeff is just poked.
Cat can hear that, though, right?
Yeah, would hear them say that, but has no idea what to, but can't respond or tell Jeff to do stuff because she's too far away. So Jeff kind of just sits there, looks at you blankly, Vinny.
You could forcibly turn Jeff's head around to look at things.
You could,
I get it.
but Jeff is still blind down here, as Jeff does not have dark vision.
Does anybody have the ability to like?
Wait.
Torch or
Ah,
anything? Does
Cat
anybody
doesn't
torch?
have dark vision, does she?
Cat does. Jeff doesn't.
Oh. I
You
thought
guys would have,
you
like,
gained the benefit
torches,
of whichever was beneficial.
If you're looking through your familiar's eyes, you look through it as if it's their eyes.
Oh. Well, that is a fucking shame.
Well, that's how Cat was gaining dark vision previously, by using Jeff. But
Yeah. Yeah.
Do Kirv and Vinny have like a torch or anything?
I mean, maybe, but it'd be metagaming for them to potentially do it, or they can roll nature intelligence checks to try and figure out if Jeff has dark
Aren't they
vision.
Aren't they in a dark area?
Yeah,
Would it be
but
better
it doesn't bother them. They can see fine. It's all in black and white. They can see fine.
Oh,
It's
I
just
see,
Jeff
I
who
see,
can't.
I see.
Fuck you, Jeff.
I think we should make a note of the
I mean,
the code.
Is there
Anyway,
no way any of you can make light
why do we need to make light?
so that Jeff can see?
In fairness, I have
Well,
vocally said
that's
most
what I-
nights that
That's
Cat-
what
Jeff
that's what
can't
I was
see.
saying. But that's what I was saying. But Chris was saying.
All right, let's do it this way. Kirv and Vinny, please both make nature checks to see if you realize/remember that Jeff can't see.
No. Okay.
Fair enough. Yeah, I mean, I can
That
cast
is-
dancing lights if necessary, but
And that one.
Nat 1, you've not seen a peacock in forever. You have no idea. Vinny?
It's nature plus
Is there
1,
no
11.
peacocks?
11? You've not really been around peacocks all your life? So you can't say you know. You've not seen them out at night, but that might just be because they sleep. I mean, you guys sleep during the day, but you can see at night, so... You have no idea. Kirv, on the other hand, is like, nah, Jeff can see. All birds can see in the dark.
You can only think of hell peacocks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they
yeah.
can all see in
I'm
the dark,
thinking
it's
more
fine.
peacocks, Yeah.
And they can all see in the dark, exactly.
Bloody hell, peacocks.
They're always
No,
affected by
true.
thaumaturgy.
Right. In that case, I'm going to write the code down.
Yes. Clever.
Okay.
I'm going to leave Jeff at this point because, honestly,
It's just looking
can't
into
see anything.
darkness. You just hear
Yeah.
You hear the scratching of pen and writing.
I'm just literally watching them commit crimes now.
Well, no, you're
I'm
listening
also
to them
afraid-
commit crimes.
Well, yeah. I'm also concerned that they're going to find something that the creature's going to like, and I don't like the idea of that. So, I'm going to come back and I'll look at Mortar, who's frustrated. Like,
Mortar's pacing like an absolute maniac. He's
Okay.
just like just in his own head, just like, oh, I want to do
She
something,
looks
but I
over you.
can't do anything.
Mortar's buried a
Looks
small
over you.
tunnel.
like, I am bored.
Mortar
Wanna do
goes,
something?
Thank you. Thank you. I'm so bored. Yeah, sure. What you got in mind? Anything will literally do.
You got any cans or bottles or anything? You could do some target practice if you want.
Yeah, that could be fun. I don't have any bottles on me.
Any trash, junk, broken
I mean,
daggers?
junk. I have. I have so much junk in this trunk. Hold on, let me take a look. Mortar, I'll just rummage through his stuff and just get some random shit, just some absolutely useless things that he's picked up along his journey, whether that's just garbage or whatever, and he'll just set it up, and I'm assuming it'll probably get promptly blown off with the wind as he tries to set it up.
Probably, yeah.
Alright, okay.
No,
Mortar kind
well,
of nods as he watches the trash sail off into the horizon and goes, yeah. I don't have anything that's really heavy enough to withstand kind of wind. I'll tell you what, we can fire at this wall though. But hold on. Mortar will draw like his one of his daggers, kind of stab it in and draw like a target. Very crudely done. It's not pretty. You know, with the kind of the typical darts kind of thing going on with the circles. And he'll go, "We got ourselves a game. Let's go."
okay, alright. Then I will cast Elemental Bond, and I already have Cinder out, so...
Yep.
The name's Bond. Elemental Bond.
Elemental.
And at that case, I am going to... We'll do some target practice, because there's nothing else to do.
Okay.
You like summon your gun or whatever it is going on, and I'm like doing flourishes with my gun as well, just trying to show you up. But I'm so impressed by your like weapon. I'm like, ah.
Make me a performance check.
I throw it off the map.
Or a sleight of hand, I'll let you choose.
You're flailing it around. Cat thinks about flailing it around, then realizes it's a heavy lump of rock. Like,
It's a badass lump of rock.
when I let go, this might destroy the wall. I don't know how this
Actually,
got
That's actually kind of cool. Okay, so
this is magic
this will
before.
be sleight of hand. 15.
15? Okay. Yeah, it's a good flourish.
Oh yeah. Well practiced.
Now, you said you drew it on a wall. Is this in the village?
Yeah.
Or is this...
No. Weren't we a little bit away from the village?
You were a little bit away from the village,
We
but
did.
there aren't really necessarily walls.
Oh, I misunderstood. I thought that we were on like a mountain thing. Okay.
You're next to a mountain. If
I
you wanted to
guess-
draw it against the mountain edge, yeah. That'd be
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'll
that's
do that. That's kind of what I was envisioning. So
Yeah,
I'll do that, and I'll go, and I'll kind of look at Kat and go, do you reckon that's far enough, or should we step it back a little bit more, give ourselves a bit more of a challenge, or do you reckon this is kind of about right?
How far back are we? You say 10 foot, I'm gonna beat with my gun.
That's up to you guys. How far you want to be.
Should we say like what, 40 feet, 30 feet, 40 feet?
We can keep hitting it, and every time we hit the target, we step back.
Ooh, I like that. And whoever's able to hit the target, but like be the furthest away is the winner.
Yeah.
Oh, hell
Or
yeah.
if
Okay,
the
well,
mountain
that's-
breaks. Who knows?
Or if the mountain breaks. I mean, if you break the mountain, you're the best. You're the best sniper in the world. If you break the mountain, I'll do you a favor. You
Oh, it's not
Say a
so much
favour
me.
and
I
I will
don't
do it.
believe I'm gonna break a mountain, but your gun's a bit
mine's
unhinged.
Mortar's got it in. Mortar's got it in his pistol form. He's like, I'm going to keep it in my pistol form, keep the competition fair, yeah, you're not wrong. It's it's a little bit. Anyway, let's
Okay.
get this party underway.
Go ahead and make me attack rolls. I'll say that the AC you're trying to hit, it's a simple target. It's not really that far away. I'll say we'll start at an AC of 13 and we'll increase it by 1 for every 5 feet you go backwards.
Okay.
I literally get a 13.
Well, that's
2 plus
good.
11.
That's good.
That's not a good start.
Well, I've got 8 plus. Oh god, it's my attack modifier, isn't it? So it'd be 9.
8 plus 9. Okay. Yeah. The two of you take shots. As Mortar, you take your shot with your pistol. The psionic energy hits what little of the snow there is as it begins to kind of quake a little bit from where you've drawn and falls away. It's difficult to tell if you hit, given its mad psionic energy, but hey, you're pretty sure you hit target. Cat, as you otherwise fire, one of the shards of crystal shoots forward, otherwise erupting into fire and lightning as it streaks forward and strikes the target, letting out a little bit of a crack and hiss as it hits the area.
Hey, not bad. Look at that. I think you actually got that better. I think you got that one better than I did. So does that mean now that because I think you got it more central? Does that mean you step back, or does that mean we both step back?
That means you both step back because you both hit.
We both step back. We both
Okay,
hit.
we'll both.
Okay. Go
We'll
ahead
both
and
step back then.
go ahead and give me another shot. I'll say you move back two at a time. You'll take shots in between, but for thematic purposes, we'll see where we're at. So AC 15.
Ooh, I rolled a 1.
Okay.
Yeah, I got it. I'm good. I'm 27.
You step back, Mortar. You take the shot, and you're like, "Oh, this might be a competition. I'll try harder." You take a shot. You get a clear middle, and you watch as Cat otherwise takes the shot. And as she does, you watch as the crystal shoots outwards. But then there is almost this burst of wind, and you watch as the crystal shatters nearby to the target, otherwise erupting into this crackling lightning that shoots upwards and outwards, but misses the target completely. You see that Cat's gun is now hissing a bit.
Damn. Okay. Are you okay?
Hmm? Yeah, I
Good.
mean, I've not fired this thing before, so I have no idea how it works.
Oh, gotcha. Maybe should we start with something like a little more close range so you can get used to the specs on your weapon and stuff and the weight and everything? Like that's important. Like,
Well,
gotta be.
I don't understand. I mean, this thing's heavy, like really heavy. It uses
Okay.
cinder to fly, and she'll put it down and gesture for him to pick up, thinking maybe it works if he picks up as well.
What if you have cinder like supporting the bottom of it? Like make
Oh,
almost
no.
like a support, like a tripod.
Cinder is. Do you want to make a strength check to try and lift up the weapon, Mortar?
Mortar looks at this big old lump of rock and goes, okay, you know what stuff it is. Like, I'll give it a try. I don't know if I'll be any good with it, but let's give it a try.
What's your carry capacity?
I don't fucking know. Let me think. Carry capacity, inventory. Is that just the optimal weight
Yep.
that I'm after? 180 pounds.
Okay. You cannot lift this weapon.
Yeah, that's fine.
You go
Mortar
to try and lift
he
it.
goes to grab it, and he's just like he's straining, and he's like, "Nah, this thing is heavy. How are you lifting this?"
Huh,
You
doesn't
watch as
work
Cat
with
picks it
people.
up with one hand, hoists it into the other, and you can see that there are small jets of flame on the underside and crystals which almost attune to Cat's touch, becoming the full weapon.
But what if I like? Mortar has like kind of like a bit of an idea. He's like, something we could do. is I might be able to make it where we're on a little more even ground. I'm not saying that I need a handicap, but I'm saying this might actually help to at least get used to firing the weapon. Mortar will cast Levitate on the gun to basically just hold it in position, just so not flying it upwards or anything, just kind of holding it so Cat can move side to side, up and down with it. And the weight is more or less temporary negated, just so she can get used to firing it.
Okay, yeah.
I will burn that.
Yeah, I'll say for the purposes of this, Cat make the attacks with advantage.
Okay. I try that again then.
Yeah, go for it. See if you can catch back up to Mortar. Yeah, easily enough with the little bit more of the control over it.
Sorry, in lieu of looking at my current spell points, I wouldn't be able to do that.
Okay.
So sadly I wouldn't be able to do that. I need 3, I have 2 spell points. Sorry.
Maybe next time.
Maybe next time. My bad.
Oh, that's fine.
I reckon maybe for this next one, Mortar tries to help lift it, like from the front with Cinder.
I'll say that
literally,
it hits, but the recoil knocks you backwards, and you're like, oh, my shoulder. That's a very heavy weapon to just have mounted when this thing fires.
Mortar's kind of like, have you considered like maybe downsizing it? Like, it's really freaking heavy. Like, Mortar will turn his weapon into the sniper rifle variant. He'll go, this isn't as heavy as what your weapon. Try. Oh, actually, hold on. You can hold this, right?
Yeah.
Mortar will give you the sniper rifle, and he'll say, give this a try. You might find maybe if you can change your weapon to more of the specs of this, you'll be able to manage a bit more. And he'll hand it to you.
Okay, I will try and fire his gun.
Okay. You go to fire it, it does not fire.
Mortar will kind of cock his head at the gun and go, really? Performance issues now?
Look, she wags it around. Look, I understand that for some reason the gun just doesn't hurt me, but I guess just like my gun, I guess only you can fire your gun. Well, only I can, because mine draws from Cinder, which draws from me. I charged a weapon, maybe because yours is all mindy, crazy fun times that it draws the power from you.
That seems like some magical bullshit. So I'm gonna nod my head and say yes. Okay, Mortar will take the rifle back and go, are you able to... Can you change your weapon at all? Like,
No.
Can you, like, change its size? It's just stuck as it is?
It's built from the very foundations of Cinder, so Cinder's the one that inspires the weapon. I don't really have control over it, but I can output the amount of power it puts. So, for example, and Cat will lift up the weapon and she'll fire the entire... Hang on, what level am I? That was 5th.
What?
So I'll fire
level?
the...
Fire five
I'll
shots.
fire the entire 5 shots straight at the mountain.
Alright, go ahead. Make me 5 attack rolls.
Cool. Oh, hang on, I've got a cone involved there.
Yep, that's right.
Whew.
Okay.
Okay, I hope I don't get into combat today, because we're all in trouble.
No.
+9 on each of them.
Okay.
But
You watch as Cat takes a bunch of shots and, almost holding it down like this burst rifle, it fires all 5 shots in sequence as the crystals are propelled forwards like miniaturized rockets, and a number of them strike, otherwise crackling into fire and lightning. Most of them hit the target, few others don't. But it is a very relatively accurate weapon and seems like it could output quite a lot of damage. Also, roll me wild magic.
I was incredibly surprised.
Alright, yes.
Also, I was incredibly surprised by the accuracy of this weapon. It's like,
We're good.
That was what level you cast it at?
5th.
5th, and you're below half, right?
I am below half, yeah.
So DC was 6, but if I remember correctly, your wild magic DC goes up because of one of your recent changes.
Oh, wonderful. How about you take that back? Just apologise.
No.
So sorry. Just say you're sorry. You don't mean it.
Yep. indeed, while below half. Okay, so wild magic goes off. Go ahead and roll me a d100.
Also, kind of, he's right next to you and kind of sees that, like, you've just fired. He's looking at the target, completely unaware of what's going on with you, going,
Well, that would be
that's
as
really
I cast the spell. The wild magic.
Oh, in which case then?
Well,
yeah,
we'll say
never mind.
it was delayed for comical effect.
Okay.
Oh, I loaded up the wrong document. Hold on. There we go.
He's not really up.
That was a 5th level spell with a +1 modifier because you were, or +2 modifier because you were below half. And that is 81.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, roll me another 5 attack rolls. Okay. Mortar, it's even more impressive when the gun fires an additional 5 times as you got an additional action that you could take immediately. As you fire 10 times in a row, all the shots just peppering the side of the mountain, letting off these little explosions of fire and lightning everywhere.
Mortar's eyes are freaking wide as he sees that. He's like, I don't think I've ever seen anything fire that fast. Did you do that?
I don't think it's meant to fire that fast.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
That was so cool. How accurate was it?
I mean, it's pretty.
Plus
I've got a scope.
9. So out of the 10 shots, she missed 3 times.
That's insane. Mortar's like, wow, I think you might be a better shot than me.
I know I'm not here, but I've seen your rolls. She is.
Modifier be
You're
damned.
not here. You're not here. Shut up. Don't hurt my feelings when you don't exist.
But yeah, this gun is. I can't change the size of it, but it's not designed to. For that, it basically just outputs, like what Cinder can do when she fires her crystals, her drones.
Okay.
I essentially have them, and then they replenish and rebuild off of the fins on the back of my armor, gesturing to the fins that are glowing crystal that are now coming round to the
I
gun.
was wondering if those had a purpose.
Yeah, basically it
That's
all
really cool.
works. So what'll happen is I will fire all the bullets, and then the energy is drawn from Cinder's crystal into the fins, which generates the projectiles, which then fires them.
Sounds complicated, but good for you. That's really cool. Oh, okay.
How loud was the gun?
How loud was the gun?
Oh, it was loud.
Yeah.
Nearly blew my
Firing the gun, not that loud. The impact of the crystals and the explosion thereafter, pretty loud.
Oh, at this moment, Cat's like, maybe this is a bad idea. They're already nervous of us, and I'm now going buck nutty on a mountain.
Relax. You're with me. Vinny and I pretty much settled the matter. They're cool with us. You're with me. You'll be okay.
Okay.
Besides, our contest hasn't come to an end yet. And then we'll continue doing that while
Okay.
Yeah, while they're doing, yeah.
Okay, so back up the mountain. Kirv and Vinny.
So we've written down the puzzle.
I wouldn't necessarily call it a puzzle. It's just language
Sorry,
you can't
the
read.
third language.
Yeah.
Because it's encoded, right?
It seems like it's not a language you can actively read. Yes, it seems it will require. It's for the most part gobbledygook or some form of cipher.
Is it like runic or anything? Like, is it runes? Or is
No, it's not runes. It's just the writing is of a script that might be similar to one that you might recognize, but at the same time, like Undercommon, for example. But at the same time, you otherwise have a look at it, and it doesn't seem to make sense. You also don't have comprehend languages, so it's possible you just can't read it, but it doesn't look like it makes sense.
Was there anything else you wanted to check out here?
What else was there down here? There was
there was another way. There was a passageway to another room by the looks of it, which, by the looks of it, seems to have another one of the pillars in it.
Okay, is that all there is, or? See,
I
well,
mean-
I'll go in and take a look.
Okay.
Mhm.
Are you going with Kirv?
Yep.
Okay. You step into the other chamber. You can see more of the urns on the left and the right in the corners of the room. You can see 2 braziers on the left and the right of the room. You can also see in small alcoves on the left and the right what look to be more of these sarcophagi or tombs. And as you otherwise begin to round the pillar, you can see what looks to be another entranceway leading further on to another chamber beyond. As you do round the pillar, you otherwise hear the sudden sound of clicking and mechanisms as 2 portcullises fall in the chamber point going ahead of you and the chamber behind you.
I can just explore some abandoned ruins in peace.
Yeah, honestly. Well, I don't know they're there anymore.
Yeah, me
Well, I
neither.
know.
I don't
No, that's true.
I
So,
mean, I know where they are, so...
Kirv and Vinny,
I don't exist.
the 2 of you, as the portcullises fall, you begin to otherwise hear this whispering sound that begins to permeate throughout the room. And you watch as from the 2 tombs on either side, you watch as these spectral figures begin to pull themselves up and out of the tombs themselves and begin to rush towards the 2 of you. I would like you both to make initiative rolls for me, please.
Oh no! What is this disastrous turn of events?
Ten.
19.
19. Okay. Let's get a look for this. 10 and 19.
How does Jeff fare in this situation?
Jeff is standing there going like, oh, this is fun.
Okay, if you lot get Jeff killed, I'm coming up there to whoop some ass.
Cat just goes DEFCON 1.
Well, let's put it this way. Jeff probably isn't going to be getting out of here alive, one way or another.
Oh, it is all kinds of go time. How far away are they, roughly?
What, the party?
Yeah, them two.
Probably 2,000 plus feet.
Okay, so it's 4 dimension doors to get to some ass kicking.
Okay. I need to roll for their initiative real quick. Okay, so, Vinny, you got a 19, you said, and Kirv, what did you get?
10.
10. This is good. This works out quite well in terms of initiative. So,
So your enemies are going first.
well, one of them is. It's going to be alternating, which is quite nice. That's fallen quite well.
Oh, cool.
Okay, so Wraithblade 1 is going to, it otherwise pulls itself out of the tomb. It pushes itself forward, drawing its sword from what looks to be a back sheath, and takes a big hefty swing, or takes 2 big hefty swings at you, Vinny. Okay. First attack is a 13. Misses. Second attack is, that's cocked, is a 21.
That hits.
Okay. Okay. It otherwise slices with the greatsword down towards you as you take plus its modifier, that is 12 points of slashing damage. As it otherwise slices down, the greatsword cutting through cutting through a portion of you, almost passing through your armor and slicing into your physical form as you can feel the strain upon your chest as it almost drains away some of the essence. And as a bonus action, it is going to make a third attack, and it's going to give itself advantage on this. You will now have advantage on attack rolls against it for the rest of this turn, because it used this third ability. Okay, or third attack. So that is another 21 to hit. And it will deal 9 points of slashing damage to you. Okay. So as this Wraithblade has come up, taken 2 hefty swings with the greatsword at you, or 3 hefty swings with the greatsword, the third one kind of cutting down in almost this frenzy-ish fashion, you feel like it has left you a significant opening. Vinny, it is now your turn.
Okay, if I'd beaten them on initiative, I'd have tried to cast Comprehend Languages and see if they were open to talking. But since they've come straight in and attacked immediately, clearly they don't want to talk. So I'm gonna attempt to counterattack this one.
Okay. Go ahead and make me an attack roll. You have advantage.
Mhm.
Because it used its ability to get an extra attack.
Yep, I'm gonna be as I'm stumbling back from the attack, I'm gonna try and exploit the opportunity to lunge in with my short sword.
Go ahead.
It's a dirty 20 to hit.
Dirty 20 will hit, yep. That does how much damage?
So that is 12 piercing and 2 cold.
Okay. 12 piercing and 2 cold. I assume that this is the ghost steel, I assume.
Yes.
Okay, so that's 14 damage. So no. Okay. Take a strike with a short sword. It seems to take the blow as best it can as it, almost in anger, pulls the blade free and pushes it away from itself.
What types of creatures are these, by the way? They're like wraiths or?
They're
skeletons?
wraiths, yes.
Okay. I have a bonus action, so I'll use that to make an offhand attack with my scimitar.
Okay.
There's also with advantage?
Yep. Retains the advantage.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
That will hit. Doing 5 points
5
of damage.
or-
5.
No, 5.
Okay.
Wait. Yeah, no, 9, because I have 2 weapon.
Ah! Okay, so that's an additional 4 damage.
No, 2 weapon is the beat. No, it is 2 weapon 5 because the first one start
Yeah.
out. There we go.
No, that's right. Okay, you take the second swing, striking through with the rapier, or the scimitar. As you cut through, you do another good chunk of damage to it. Okay, it is looking bloodied. Okay, the one versus you, Kirv, is going to rush up and make 2 attacks with its greatsword.
Okay.
That is a 14 to hit.
14 to hit.
Yeah.
Misses.
Okay. Second attack, that's a 15 to hit.
Misses.
Okay. And then it's going to use its bonus action to make an attack with advantage against you. You will now have advantage on attacks against it. That is a 19 to hit.
Yeah.
Okay. You take 12 points of slashing damage as it cuts through, as it takes 2 swings in fury as the greatsword strikes into the ground. It swings upwards in a very vertical strike upwards. As it does so, it leaves its chest very open for your next attack.
Not my chest.
Its chest.
Oh, sorry. Not its chest.
Not its chest.
Okay.
Oh,
So,
fucking
Kirv,
gumdrop
it is now your turn.
buttons.
Okay, I wonder if a plan would be that we escape and lock the door and pretend like nothing happened. What are your thoughts, Vinny?
Sounds like a good plan to me, but I get the impression that portcullis is going to be heavy.
Oh, is there a
There's a
thing
portcullis,
behind
yeah.
us?
There's a portcullis that has fallen and blocked the way. The portcullis looks like something that, with work, Romulus could probably lift, but as it currently stands, you're looking at something you would not be able to.
All
You'd
right,
have to
I
do it
raise
together.
you this. I raise you this. Thunder step.
Would kill Jeff.
Oh, come on.
Look, you can only
That's not
take
very
one other
looking through its
creature with
eyes
you.
right now. That's not looking through its eyes right now.
No, I know. So
Do
Cat
it.
doesn't know. But Thunderstep can only take one other creature. You can take Vinny or Jeff, your choice.
I love the idea of Kirv feigning ignorance here, just like, I don't know what happened. Like.
Well, Jeff's currently blind. All Jeff can see is these hazy blue things in the darkness, and combat has started, and Jeff's like, oh, I'm in danger.
Sacrifices must be made.
Yeah.
Wraiths, just to check, are they like ghostly humanoid?
Yeah, ghostly humanoid. They seem to be
So-
wearing what looks to be old battle mail. Both of them are carrying large greatswords.
So we might be in trouble if we kill them anyway.
Who knows?
Jeff hasn't done much for us.
You casting Thunderstep?
Do it.
Yeah, I mean, as Kirv, she would definitely do it.
Okay.
She grabs Vinny's arm, as Vinny will be the one she takes, and will thunderstep like to the outside of the door, so we can both close the door and lock it.
Okay. What is your spell save DC? Because they need to roll to take damage from Thunderstep.
Right. Also, I just thought if they're wraiths, they can travel through the door, can't they?
Yes. Oh, move to the ambience. It should have stayed on the music. There we go.
And it gives you guys a chance to run, to be fair.
Yeah, but then they'll definitely know we fucked some shit up.
Well,
Okay,
you know, that's
so
a,
you
that's
can't-
a problem for us in about an hour.
So you cast Thunderstep. What was your spell save DC?
My spell save DC, sorry. That be my core.
That will be on the overlay. Should be next to Thunderstep.
Oh, apologies. Con 17.
Okay, they both fail. And what damage does it do?
5d10.
5d10 thunder damage. Alright, go ahead and roll that.
I forgot how good that spell was.
Roll for damage, sorry.
The 5d10 up here. Yeah, because that's the damage you're doing to these guys
Yes.
as you leave. 15, okay. Pretty low roll, but that's fine. If
Yeah.
you want to leave less tracks, that's what you need. So, there's otherwise this crack of sound that echoes through the catacombs as you otherwise shoot out and upwards. The sound meets you almost in like this sudden delayed, almost like a delay from thunder in the distance, as you otherwise teleport and you hear your own explosion like a second later, as you're both standing at the door out of the catacombs.
How loud does the thunder resonate for? Like how?
300
that
feet,
sound?
so it doesn't reach any of you.
No, I was going to say, what about Romulus?
Nope, Romulus is at the bottom of the mountain.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, nobody else will hear this.
Worth a try.
So you said you're about 2 millennia old, give or take, right?
Yes, about that.
I don't suppose you ever met the Undying Lord, did you?
I know of him. Pretty old guy. Almost as old as
Yeah.
myself.
Dude!
Oh, he's actually way older.
Oh, really?
He's apparently, if the stories are true, unless it's like
That's fair. I've never met him in person.
no, he's my dad.
Oh, cool. Does that mean you're not going to die either?
I don't know.
Ah, fair enough.
I get involved in a lot of things that should probably end in my death, and I haven't died yet, so...
I'm
guess we'll
surprised.
see.
Once you reach my age, your libido usually drops off, but I guess his is still going.
Oh my
All right.
God.
So,
I'm told he's a prodigious lover.
so Vinny and Kirv, you're currently at the entrance to the catacombs.
We close the door.
You close the door.
Yes,
Okay.
I'll
close
shut
the
the door
door.
shut.
Okay. You shut the door.
We lock it. Can we
How?
relock it once it's been picklocked? Lock-picked.
You can try.
Yeah, you can
The DC is higher.
You can relock it. You can relock a door with lockpicks.
You can. It's difficult.
God, we need someone who can do lock
It's not-
safe.
So,
It's not terribly difficult.
it's not terribly difficult, no. But right now, if you want to get away from these things during combat, this is going to be either your choice of a slightly increased DC or disadvantage. And I'll say this is your choice, Vinny. I'll say the Wraiths are confused for the time being, but they will begin to note where you are as the door closes, and they're like, aha!
Okay.
And-
I'll do it at a slightly higher DC.
Okay,
Wait, no, I'd like to do it at disadvantage.
a disadvantage. Okay.
It'd be the same DC.
Same DC. So the DC is currently 16, and you're doing it with disadvantage.
Yes.
Okay. Lockpicks will still break on a 12 or lower total. Go ahead and roll me a disadvantage.
This is a +8,
Come on, big roll.
so I need a 4.
Only big rolls in this house.
All right. Despite the rush of this, you quickly, I can't remember what they're called. You pop the lockpicks into the door, holding it in place. Even though you are in a slight rush in this instance, the old door works in your favour as you quickly turn and lock the door closed, giving it a quick test before the two of you make a bolt with it. Jeff and Eugene, or you, not Jeff. Eugene and Filch otherwise follow you. Cat. As you're shooting against the wall, kind of firing off that shot, you're like, okay, cool. You don't feel any different.
Cool.
So, are you the two of you running? Vinny, Kirv, are you running? Are you?
Oh, sorry, both of us.
Yeah. Are you running
Back
down
up
the
to
mountain? Are
other chasers.
you jumping? Are
For
you
real,
falling?
I want to get outside of the church first of all.
Okay.
Yeah, let's run for it.
Sprint
Easily
there
enough.
as quickly as possible.
Yeah.
Do you have to follow us here?
Easily enough. You otherwise leave to the outside of the church, off to the edge where the stairway is down. You note that they don't seem to follow you out.
Act natural.
Okay.
I'm just waiting for Romulus to find out about this.
I'm waiting for Cat to find out that they've sacrificed her familiar.
I'm waiting for Mortar
To
not
be
to
fair,
care either
you
way.
probably know now.
I don't know any. Well,
No, she
No,
won't
don't
know
feel
it. She won't know
anything.
any different until she sees Vinny and Kirv without Jeff.
it's alright. I've got my gun equipped already. Someone's getting shot.
So there was a tragic gust of unexpectedly strong wind up here on the mountain.
Oh my word. Okay.
I believe it too.
Okay. The two of you heading back down the mountain?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Just to double check, did we know what set off that mechanism?
No. You didn't know.
Didn't
You
notice
don't
a
know.
Pressure plate or a tripwire.
No, not entirely sure.
Right. Right.
It was one of those. It could
And
have been
we can see
magical,
another-
but you heard a magical. Well, you heard a mechanical access for the portcullis fall.
It could easily just be a magical trigger for a like a physical device.
Exactly.
Probably be the easiest way to do it. We could see another chamber.
Yeah.
Up
One
ahead,
beyond.
Yeah. Could we tell anything about that place? Like even just how big it was?
Oh, so you
Yes.
can tell that it seemed to be larger, and there seemed to be what looked to be kind of these, almost vertical protrusions from the floor, almost like a railing.
Right. Well, we could come back here with the others if we need to get through there. I made those notes from those sarcophagi so I can show them to people.
Mhm.
Didn't learn much, but if Carvern came here, I assumed at the time that this was their destination. Possible they were just passing through. Right. Well, nothing we can do now. Let's go regroup with the others.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
The two of you head down the mountain after having your look around. Romulus, you deliver the groundskeeper to the townsfolk, and he otherwise kind of wanders in and goes, hello everyone. I'll perform the ritual slightly early, and then I'll be making my way back up the mountain. But he otherwise gives Romulus a pat on the forearm. This gentleman helped me get down here quicker, so you'll have your friend back sooner rather than later. Thanks, pal. Turns out I might know his dad.
Wait, who might know my dad? What?
Me.
Oh yeah. I don't.
I never
apparently
met
he's
him.
mine. Oh well, that's fair. Although I hear he did travel at one point.
Quite possibly. I can ask around, see if anyone else knows him. Probably not, though.
Also, wait. Actually, no. This entire place is very is necromancy the correct term? Or is there another one?
I mean, we don't mind the term. It's undead. Long living is
Well-
usually the term we use.
You might be familiar with. Is it the Empress of the Mists?
Yes.
You might be familiar with the Empress of the Mists.
You watch as one of the elders goes, Aye, I know her. In Undercommon, which unfortunately you don't understand.
Well, did you catch that?
Yeah, he said apparently he knew her. Can't say when. He just
Oh.
said that he remembers her coming through here at one point. Hundreds,
Oh, yeah.
thousands of years ago.
Yeah, that was my mum.
Ah, fair enough.
Yeah.
Nice to know your family's been through here before. Anyway, I'll carry on with the ritual. If you and your friends wanted to wait outside as to not, don't want to accidentally cause any more trouble. I heard what happened.
Yes, we will.
I'll
stay
fix
out of
things
the
up.
way.
Okay.
Yes,
I'll
I
say-
will go and reconvene with Cat and Mortar.
Best buddies returning.
He's not.
I see him cresting the hill.
Yeah, as Romulus begins to crest the hill, the two of you otherwise still firing. I will say, Cat and Mortar, give me one more attack roll each. I'll say with advantage. Whoever ends up getting the higher total is the one who's currently winning.
Okay, we're tied up to this point. Whoever can make this shot is the winner's winner.
Okay. I need to know,
Okay.
right? How messed up is this mountain looking right now?
Oh,
Oh,
with those rolls. So it's taken a lot of shots. The shots itself, mostly fire damage, mostly lightning damage, aren't doing that much damage to the rock. The force damage the Mortar's been putting in have been leaving like these dents in the rock itself, breaking off these shards and chunks.
It's actually psychic damage, Chris. So when it
Or at this range, you'd be using your sniper, or you wouldn't be able to
You
hit it.
gave the mounted depression.
Because the range on your
oh, that's right. Yes.
yeah.
That's right. Yeah, you're
Yeah.
absolutely right.
So with the force damage, you're taking shots and you're leaving like these small dents in the mountain where parts of the rock is shattering outwards. And Cat, you're just kind of
Gain bonus points.
hitting
Gain bonus
where
points
you
if you
can.
collapse this mountain.
That's not going to happen.
Bonus points if I collapse the mountain. Hang on, I gotta drop the spell
Using your
and
gun.
cast.
Using your gun.
Mega.
Using your gun.
Oh, yeah, right, no, fair.
Yeah, but Cat, as you otherwise go to drop the spell with this funny moment, Romulus otherwise comes striding over the nearest snow bluff.
Oh, her concentration instantly goes, instead of dropping the spell, she charges at Romulus. Be prepared to catch her Centaur with a heavy gun, by the way.
With the gun.
She go give him a hug.
Alright, Romulus, make me a strength check. Or saving throw, sorry.
Wait. So
Oh, he
saving
hasn't
throw?
seen it yet, has
Yep,
he?
saving throw.
He's about to get ploughed by it.
Yeah, so you watch
Okay.
as Cat comes rushing towards you, embracing you for a hug with this large stone rifle attached to her arm. As you managed
That's the 26.
you managed to catch and support. It's heavy. You would struggle to carry this. You would be moving at one square each turn if you wanted to try and drag this thing around. But it doesn't knock you over.
What I'm hearing here is if I went to giant mode, I could wield this.
Yeah,
Yes, you wouldn't be able to fire it, but you'd be able to swing it. But it's attached to Cat, so you'd be swinging Cat around as well.
It would be more of a statement than anything. It'd be more of a statement.
Yeah.
Okay, but actually, it would be incredibly cool to have us like me wielding Cat and this weapon, and we like it. You know, sort of like the goblin riding the Goliath type deal.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like,
for sure.
and then like, as I'm swinging her around, she's casting spells. There's a cool visual here that we could play around with at some point.
Oh, while she's in this form, she can't cast spells, but yeah. Okay.
No.
You're fucking useless. I wouldn't say that.
Okay. I'll say shortly after you arrive, you note Cat and Vinny, or Kirv and Vinny otherwise, also kind of slowly walking over the snow bluff, following Romulus's tracks.
Ah, good, you're back.
You guys have been gone for literal hours.
Where's Jeff?
What can I say? It was a long walk. And very windy as well.
Where's Jeff?
So it begins.
Look, it was a huge gust. I was knocked over. Look, I'm bleeding.
Can I insight
I'm gonna look at this weapon.
I am inciting the.
Bear in mind, I fully know that they went into the basement.
Go ahead. Make me insight.
Actually,
I'll
Jeff
say-
died in a thunderstep, right?
Yeah, he did.
Thunderstep is pretty bright, so you'd probably have a brief flash of a second.
Well, she
didn't
wasn't
see.
looking through Jeff's
I
eyes
wasn't
at the
looking,
time.
I was shooting a mountain.
Yeah.
Oh,
So this will
sad.
be insight, and I'll say this is deception from Vinny and Mortar. Vinny and Kirv, sorry.
I got pretty good.
Only a 13 on my part.
Oh, 15.
21 for Mortar. For insight.
Jesus Christ.
Vinny, what'd you get? Vinny? Are you-
With a +8, that is a 25 on deception.
Yeah.
Okay, and Kirv?
Oh, that sucks.
18.
18, okay. I will say both will be solid. I'll say Mortar, you look at Kirv, and you can see that Kirv is also injured. And you're like, Kirv doesn't just get injured from falling over. But you don't... But from what Vinny said, like, oh man, maybe Jeff was destroyed by the wind.
That's the most powerful person I know.
Aww.
She's the most powerful wizard of this age. How did she get in?
It swaps from Vinny to
Okay.
Kirv.
It really does.
Yeah, with
Okay, are you guys alright? You look quite beaten up for a gust of wind to hit you.
well, what can I say? We're casters. We're fragile.
That is true. You are incredibly weak. Except Kirv. Kirv is incredibly strong.
Right.
I
so
am actually almost bloodied.
on the
Kirv, that wind must have really taken it out of you.
Well, I think we should all be very glad of the opportunity we've been given. You were allowed into a sacred space, and we were able to support the groundskeeper in returning one of the fellows of the village to unlife, which I believe is a noble pursuit.
Cat and I made a smiley face on the mountain using our guns. How cool is that?
It's true. Also,
It's not very smiling.
I think allowed into sacred places loosely used. Looking over at Vinny. Have
Look,
fun down there.
Lock the door after ourselves. They're not going to know.
Romulus rotates.
There's just the sound of grinding stone on stone as Romulus slowly turns to face the two of you.
Also, just cocks his head, confused as to where this conversation
Would you
is going.
care to explain?
Yeah,
Oh.
please do. I don't get it.
Curve, by the way, what's the radius on Thunderstep?
Isn't it?
No, the radius of the effect rather than
The
Oh,
effect,
the
yeah.
I
teleportation
see.
ability.
Rather than the teleport.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I want to say
I think
5
it's-
foot, 10 foot.
It's 5 foot or 10 foot, yeah. I need to know because there were urns nearby.
Oh,
Within
10 feet? Okay.
yes.
You were within 10 feet of several urns.
It'll be fine.
no! So what? Okay, I don't know about that. I don't know about that yet.
No.
Is any explanation offered to me after I ask what was that?
So, there was a basement with a locked door.
Vinny's friend might have been there.
Unlikely, but go on.
No, this makes perfect
Either
sense.
she might have been there, or there might have been evidence of, like, some sort of evidence that she was there previously.
Mm-hmm. And you didn't wait to ask, maybe?
There's a lot of stairs.
More to the point,
Mm-hmm.
I know these
Ju-
people are, like, good in a metaphysical sense. But that doesn't
Mhm.
guarantee that they're on our side. I don't.
No, but it does go a long way to
It
meaning
helps,
we're probably not
yeah.
our enemies.
Well, that's assuming we're good.
Oh,
So, hold
we
on,
are
what-
we're not bad guys. Just because we're absolutely bad guys does not mean we're bad guys.
Hold on, time out. Quick
Thank
question.
you.
What did you guys actually find in there? What did you find
What
in
did-
there? Was there
Yes, what did you find?
was there any kind of clues that put us on track to finding your friend or finding out anything about these silver cloaked guys or anything like that? Did we get any answers?
It's at this moment, Cat's like,
There were-
by the way, I couldn't read that writing you were trying to say. What do you reckon? It was too dark. Jeff can't see in
Ah.
the dark.
Well, I did make a copy.
Okay.
I thought you said Jeff got blown off the mountain.
It was on the way down.
Oh, okay.
Did we learn
Don't
any?
wanna
You
challenge
saw
that.
him
Cool.
in the wind. I saw him in the wind in the distance. Just this Moana chicken just flapping around.
Right. Just tell me you didn't leave any mess or any sign that you had trespassed.
It would be a really Mortar move if you had. And we all know that nobody likes a Mortar move.
Yeah, that would be 100% a Mortar move.
It would be 100%.
These guys are really upset with us anyway, but me.
I will say
Exactly.
that neither of you two believe you've left a mess behind.
Is there any chance that they could make some sort of history check to be like, oh wait, that spell I used might have
Kirv,
done
have
some
you,
shit?
Kirv, have you used Thunderstep before?
Yes.
Okay. I'll say go ahead and roll me a history check then, please.
God, I hope it's a 1. It would be so fucking funny.
Please.
Oh my word! It's like yes, spotless. The entire like room is demolished.
History check.
8.
You believe it's fine. Yeah, you
Yeah.
wouldn't have left any residue. Like, you know, you didn't attack anything.
It's only 10 foot.
It's fine.
around.
Can't be that bad.
Okay, that's good. That's good.
Oh, that's
You
something.
need to be
So-
respectful of people's like religions and like we. People's beliefs are important. They're part of what makes them who they are.
But more to the
And-
point, enough of that religious crap. What did you guys find?
Okay. Yes, sure. What did you find?
Well, something very useful. Otherwise, that would have been so stupid, and we got nothing out of it. I mean, what idiots! Vinny, what
Well,
did we find?
We got that text on the sarcophagi and the hidden
Yeah.
basement.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything?
Strange
in
thing to look
regards
away.
to-
So we need to try and translate that.
Is there anything in regards to your friend? Any like, ideas where she may be being held?
Some people came through a little while ago. Chris, if I'm remembering correctly, other than the one that died, did they go further up?
From what you were told, yeah, they came and then they moved on, and one stayed behind.
When we first got that sending, I assumed that the temple was their final destination, but it's possible they were just passing through. The road further up leads to the capital city. It'll be difficult to look for one Dragonborn up there, which is why I was quite desperate to find some sort of clue in the temple, but it's as good a lead as anything.
Okay. I mean,
There's-
that's something, I guess. So, is there any need for us to go back up there, or can we move on? Or...
Well, if we want to head to Glassin, that's probably the easiest road. It looks like that's the trail we have to follow.
Perfect. And we have our heading. Is there any point in spending any more time here? Or...
Well, we've got to wait until he's finished the thing before we can go up.
Oh, of course, yeah, because of their dead friends. Wow.
But then we might be able to go up with him when he's completed the ceremony. When Romulus can make it easy for his journey up there.
And since there was no mess left behind, maybe he'll let us explore the area a bit. You know, maybe we can see if we can find some more information.
Yes.
Sounds good to me.
Perfect. So then
Take
we'll
a
wait for this old dude to do the ritual. Maybe we can bed down in the village, and then head off in the morning, or head back up in the morning, rather.
I don't think they're going to let us bed down in the village. But
Not in the village, no. You'd be able to bed down outside, and then
That's
Yeah.
good enough.
Yeah. Kat, are you
We've had
about
more
ready to
luck
sleep at this
bedding-
point?
No. I haven't had any sleep.
But are you ready to sleep?
Am I ready to sleep? Am I ready to sleep?
if you want to resync, yeah, you can stay up a few hours and then go to bed ahead of time for all of you.
That sounds like a plan. I mean, you and I burnt a lot of you burnt a lot of energy, absolutely destroying the side of that mountain. So maybe it's worth it.
Does anyone know how long his ritual's going to take?
Who knows?
Not sure, I'm afraid. But if we're
Did
looking to
you
bed
ask
down,
him that? Did you ask him when you were taking him down, or?
Don't believe Romulus did, no.
Apologies, what was that? What?
You didn't
I
ask
just
the
asked if,
old guy how long the ritual was
the
going to
length
be.
of the ritual.
No, I assumed that would be like a magical bullshit thing.
Fair enough, I agree.
What were you talking about that whole time?
Oh, you know, things, stuff. Turns out he might be of a similar age to my father, although after a certain point that kind of becomes a moot point. What do I think is my father's like actual age? Because I know that, well, theoretically the position is inheritable, so I don't actually know.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily know.
That's the
whether-
unfortunate thing.
Yeah.
It seems to be, from what
Do
you
know my
understand,
mother's fucking ancient.
yeah. You don't know if he's ancient or if he's just been in the position for like 40 years and he's decided he's had enough. You have no idea. All you know is that there has been an Undying Lord for as long as history seems to mention.
I know it's not that because I believe it has been mentioned that specifically he, was involved in the atrocities. Isn't that correct?
From that, yes, which is at most, at least 600 years ago.
At least 600 years. Okay, so I'm. It would be very funny if like, yeah, I've been in the job like 40 years. I've just got tired of it, so I thought I'd pass it on to one of my hilarious number of children that I've had in that 40 years.
I need to go back, but Vinny will be casting another Leomund's Tiny Hut. If we're looking to bunk down.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's fine.
no,
I'll say that
I'm-
this is a good point if we wanted to take a quick break for everyone, if you want to refill water bottles and stuff for weather or whatever needs to be done. And yeah, we'll then take a long rest and do any further RP after we get back. So, be back in just a moment.
Awesome. I need to order some primer. That will be what I'm doing on this break.
Fair.
Oh,
wanna
for
use-
your the little models. Sorry, my
Yeah,
instinct
yeah.
was makeup primer, and I was like, "Whoa, go on, go off."
Nah, this is for it's for some models Anna bought me for today. So
Aww.
I'm going to order some because I need to spray them up before I paint them, which I'm very excited for. I also need to order some new paintbrushes. They've become so frayed.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a struggle. People don't care what paints though, so that's something.
Anna's still happy with the new job?
Yeah, she's it's always busy for her. She always comes home just be tired. But I think she likes it. She'll be breaking up for summer holidays on midway through Tuesday, and then she's got like 6 weeks off, which I'm not at all jealous about. But yeah, so that's really really cool. I think she's planning on heading back to Spain for a little while to visit her mum.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I think it's been like
Cool.
2 weeks since I've seen Anna. 3 weeks.
Yeah, she had a what was it? A meet and greet with some teachers
Yeah.
and stuff, but not meet and greet, like a
The
chat or
thingamajig.
session. Exactly, a thingamajig. Had a thingamajig with some of the teachers at school last week and
I'm back.
drained her social battery to 0. There it is.
Was this what we used to talk about?
Anna.
Hopefully she'll be all good to meet up with Rebecca next week. I know we haven't got Steve, so I don't know what we'll have to do on the Friday D&D wise, but
I have absolutely no idea. Do we not have a Steve this coming Friday?
no. When I spoke to him today, he said he wasn't going to be running a session this week, but if we wanted to, we could go ahead with running a one shot, carry on with your campaign, or do some Yu-Gi-Oh.
Oh, cool. I have to see what everyone's up for. I didn't realise that.
Yeah, I was going to mention it just because I thought, well, if Anna and Rebecca wanted to meet up, it would be better we do something, so there's a easy way for me and Rebecca to get to yours.
We do. So we do.
I'm still down for all of us watching Bridgerton, but
Oh, which season?
So Anna has introduced me to Bridgerton, and we are now on season 2.
Oh, okay. Good season. Good season. I will say.
Yeah, hit me with the worst opinion. Go for it.
Okay. I am. Now, you may be a fan, Vinny, an Anthony fan.
Which one's Anthony?
The one in two. The one in two.
I don't think she's that much of a fan. I don't think she's that much of a fan. She's like, which one is that one?
In terms of male protagonist hotness, I feel like 2 is the least impressive.
Who?
However,
season him being attractive.
Yeah, I'm just like saying Regé-Jean Page in the first one, and then Colin coming into his own in the third. I feel like season 2 is a bit of a letdown on that one. However, we do get Kate, which is excellent.
The second oldest brother, Artsy.
Benedict.
Love him, Benedict. Oh,
yeah.
Fabulous.
Oh, you're gonna enjoy. You're gonna enjoy number 3.
Oh.
Okay. Well,
look, I like my period dramas.
No, that's fine. No, that's fine.
I could not tell.
The conversation we had before D&D today, Harlan, I couldn't tell.
No, that's fair. That's fair.
I was just going to say, like, look, Dan, if you want to, if Josh doesn't want to do Yu-Gi-Oh or James doesn't want to do Yu-Gi-Oh, we can always just sit down and watch Bridgerton.
Not gonna happen.
No.
I have better things to do.
That's
do
not
you
true.
want to do Yu-Gi-Oh then while they watch Bridgerton, even if it's just you and me doing Yu-Gi-Oh?
Come on.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Exclusively
Come on, Dan.
consists of me getting my ass kicked consistently.
Look,
So
I'm sorry.
Look, they're petty and annoying. It's perfect Mortar fuel.
Mortar inspiration. Think of the RP.
Have we got a Vinny and a cat here, or are they still away? Okay, we're still missing Simon and Jamie. Okay.
I can hear you.
Oh, okay. Cool.
I was in the kitchen.
Ah, okay.
What were you saying? No, I'm not deaf that I have the thing up that loud. I've just got wireless headphones.
Ah, no, that's fair.
I think what paintbrushes I should buy.
And I was going to say, Dan, I'm sorry, but Steve got the brunt of it today. We did 3 matches. I won the first 2, and then the third one was did not finish because I wasted 1 hour and 15 minutes of his life with my Romulus deck. and he was like, alright, I've got to go home.
15 minutes?
An hour and 15 minutes on that one match, yeah.
Wow.
We didn't finish.
Stop.
He was so close to destroying me, and I was just eking it out every single turn, stopping him from winning. It was so annoying. I wasted so much of his life. And we've decided that, or I've decided, I am not going to bring the Aroma Seraph deck to the tournament because otherwise we will be doing it over 3 or 4 days. So, for everyone's sake, I'm not.
The big old surrender button. We can just go. No, we're good. We can just say we surrender.
Chris has made it to the finals. He hasn't played a single game yet. Everyone surrendered. I'm like, fuck this.
They're like, oh fuck.
No, that's why I'm not going to bring that deck, because I don't want to have a deck which is win con is you will lose all of your momentum and then I'll win. It works, it's fine, it's just, it takes too long. Do we have a Simon back?
Yeah, that's the thing, it's a combo deck, so...
In a way,
combo
yeah.
Control.
It's combo control, it's mean. But, yeah, I mean... I'll have to see. I probably won't bring that deck, but I'll bring some of the other ones.
We'll see. I'll have to see how much of my stuff I've got ready. I beat Ancient Gears with Karibo, though. That was funny.
Nice.
That was really funny.
Yeah.
I definitely cheated, but it was very fun.
I'll just... while Vinny's going to be doing his Learman's Hut, I will be ritual casting comprehend language for Vinny and that thing.
Okay. Reading
Is it
the words, they do seem to be not necessarily a cipher or a code by any means, but as you cast Comprehend Languages and look at it, you can see that a number from what the code seems to read, there are unidentifiable letters in there. Go ahead and roll me an investigation check.
Investigation. I mean, if my rolls are anything to go for today, we ain't gonna get well here.
It's
I
fine.
apologise.
I'll delete
There's a +8.
two of these extra dice.
Yeah, no, that's
13. 13, you look at the letters. Comprehend Languages isn't allowing you to pick this up, possibly because the letters are damaged. It might not necessarily be that it's in code, it might just be that some of the letters are worn away, but not entirely. You're not entirely sure. But, yeah. You aren't entirely sure what it says. But they both look, from what you can tell, they both look to be possibly names of an older variety, but it's hard to say for sure.
What you
Fair.
find?
It might be names. I genuinely don't know.
I'll say,
It could
Mortar, as you have a look at it, it is in Undercommon, but some of the letters don't look right, as if
Yeah.
they're damaged.
It
There's-
could be,
there's supposed to be a
it could be
squid-
Vinny's
that's supposed to be a squid.
handwriting.
No, that's supposed to be a squiggle there, I'm pretty sure. Is there any chance I could try to figure out, with my understanding of Undercommon, that I could try to figure out what letters they are supposed to be?
Yeah, investigation
Based on
check.
kind of,
Go for it.
Great. Notoriously my best skill.
Yep.
Oh, how desperately do we care about decoding this thing, by the way, guys?
I think it's just the name of the people in the grave.
Oh, okay. 14.
14. You have a look at it. You aren't entirely sure what letters should go where. By the looks of it, this seems to be an older script than what you're used to. So this is the outdated version. So you have a look. You aren't entirely able to make full sense of what it says, but you're fairly certain by the looks of it that these are single words on each of these. And they seem to be quite possibly names.
Okay, well, if I'm looking at this right, with a bit of kind of guesstimation, looks like these might be names, just single letter, like either first or last names.
Yeah.
Kind of unceremonious, really, if you think about it. If it's just their first name or just their last name, it's like. If it's just their first name, it's like, oh, well, what bloodline do they belong to? And if it's just their last name, it's like, well, which of that last name was it? Which individual in that last name family? That seems kind of shitty.
Back all them years ago, maybe they didn't have like things like that. I mean, there's no telling how old these are. I mean, these people have claimed they're thousands of years. I don't know what
If only they
culture
were-
was like back then.
If only they were alive today, we could ask them.
I mean, heck, if we could talk to dead people that
Yeah,
aren't gestures to the
That's
town, dead but alive.
That's magic beyond our powers, I'm afraid. Even the great wizard, even the great sorcerer Vinny wouldn't be able to do such a thing. I think we might just this might be a dead end for us, guys.
Well, we could try looking for a translator somewhere. Probably not in this town, but
A translator for what?
well, for the names.
Oh, like
Said-
so get someone actually to properly sit down and decipher it, kind of thing.
Maybe. I mean, comprehend languages didn't. Well,
It didn't work.
I think you had it, did you?
no, I don't think I did. But
No, you didn't have it.
I cast it though.
Oh, you did. Sorry.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Cat cast
I-
it and wasn't
I
able to
cast
get
it.
much from it.
Oh, my mistake.
it's suspicious that those tombs were locked away, but even if we found out what they said, it might not mean anything to us.
I got a feeling, just sort of how things are and how it's protected. I'm wondering if maybe they're original founders of the place, or someone to do with the whole reason the spirits can survive here.
Maybe. That's
I mean, if
kind of
that's
possible.
like sacred ground where the souls and stuff actually exist and reside, then they could be sacred spirits.
Yeah, I guess.
Sacred.
Yes, sacred.
Yeah.
Why'd you say it like that?
Wait,
I was
what?
gonna say, you doing okay?
Yeah,
Mm,
You've been a
just
bit
tired,
You've been a bit,
I guess.
yeah,
I don't know. You've been a bit
exhausted.
off since you came back. You sure you're doing okay?
I mean, I got pretty hurt by the wind.
I want to look at her wounds.
Why?
Those aren't wind wounds.
Yeah, exactly.
Ah,
Does the wind
wind
do slash
slicer.
Chris, I'd like to look at Kirv's wounds.
Okay. You can't currently. She's wearing armor, and the wounds are underneath the armor.
Right.
There are no visible signs of wound outside of a little bit of blood
in which case
that's dripped from the inside. But that was there earlier when you were attacked by necrotic ghosts. So
Oh, fair enough then. Never mind. Probably nothing.
Well, let's go to sleep and we'll head up there tomorrow.
Okay.
And then progress on, try and find where they've gone.
I would like everybody
Is
to
everyone
roll.
okay?
Ooh, go for it.
Yeah, just gonna double check that everyone's okay with heading to Glasson.
Yeah, 100%, dude. Let's get this party started. We've spent enough
Yeah.
time here anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Might be a bit of a cold lead by now, so it could be a difficult search, but
I would send a
well.
send in, but the thing is, they get intercepted. Unless you could think of something that's encoded that only a friend would know, and
I mean, I can interfere with telepathic messages. Is there a way we can use that?
I could.
worked last time by like counter interfering, but
Yeah.
I'm still concerned though. That's
Mm-hmm. I just feel
They
that we're
mu-
currently chasing a gust of wind.
they know
Very-
that the sending
very
was
dangerous
sent.
situation.
Unfortunately, is the problem.
Right.
If that
So maybe keeping quiet is our best course of action. Just moving as quickly as we can.
No worries, we're moving
Yeah,
in the
what's
wrong
the-
direction.
what's the range on your interference?
Pretty close by. I think it has to be. I'm pretty sure it's pretty local to me. I'll just double
I
check.
believe it's if it passes within 30 feet of you.
Yeah, I think you're right. 30 feet or affecting a target creature within 60 feet of me, I can interfere with it.
Yeah.
So he can clear up the interference should I receive interference.
It
I can
doesn't
hear
necessarily.
spells and telepathy. traveling
It's
within 30
not
feet. Does that
necessarily you can clear up the interference. It's a matter of Mortar will be testing to see if he can uncover anything that they interfere with. So you can't necessarily guarantee your message will get there intact, but then it coming back, he can clear up
might
the interference if there is any.
I might be able to get some additional background audio, maybe. I mean, that could be interesting. It might give us a lead as to where they are, or something simple like that can more often than not be a way to find people. That's a shot. If you guys want to take it, I'm game.
Yeah. If there are any spells that those who are prepared casters wants to swap out, you're welcome to do so over the course of the long rest. It would only be one spell you could change, but it's something you could do.
Most of our days are going to be spent traveling, so we can always swap it back later.
Yeah.
if we need.
It's mainly if there's anything that you think might help in this instance. So,
Yeah, for sure.
sending is one thing, obviously coming from Cat could be useful. If there are other things that you might want that might, I don't know, scry, for example, but that's more of a Cat and a Kirv thing only. But you require the physical material for that. So unless you could get your hands on one such thing, it's going to be difficult. Other things you could
Does
do
anybody
as
have
well.
any?
I never learnt
Does anybody
scry.
have any means? Does anybody have any means of clairvoyance or anything we can maybe use, or?
Clairvoyance
Anything like
would... that would mainly be a Kirv side of things, if Kirv wanted to swap spells.
Swap spells.
Yeah. So I'm just saying that over the course of the long rest, if anybody who wanted to swap a spell out can do, because Mortar, yourself, and Vinny are all prepared casters. So if you wanted to swap out one spell for another to get a different set of utility, you can over the course of the long rest. So,
shit! I didn't realize that.
Hold on, I'm a spells known caster.
Sorry, spells known casters are able to do the swapping out.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, so all three of you are
so
spells known casters. No, you are, because prepared spells casters
Also, I
can swap them out freely. They can swap out as many as they want, but I run the home rule that spells known casters, because they get shafted in 5e because they didn't do it very well. That they get to swap out one spell per long rest or on a level up as a bonus.
So does that mean between my multi-class, which both use different spell things, I can swap out a spell from Ranger and a spell from Emissary, or just one?
It would just be one spell, but you can swap out one for another because the spellcasting is merged. You could pick up a third level, because I believe you're third level at the moment casting. You could pick up a third level Ranger spell.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, that sounds pretty good. Might have to take a look and see what I can use with that.
Yeah. Yeah, and clairvoyance is one that you mentioned. It also has a focus worth at least 100 GP. Usually, it's something like a jewel of some form. So if you have gemstones, you could use them. They're not consumed. It's just a material component. But yeah, I will say I would like everybody other than Cat to roll me a Constitution saving throw, please. This is just a pre-bedtime exhaustion. DC is 10. Anyone who fails cannot take a watch.
What's the DC, sorry?
10. It's not very high.
Okay.
I got 7.
Okay, so you'll be unable to take a watch.
Yeah, that wind, you know.
Yeah, that wind. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And Romulus, see if you could make one as well, please.
Remind me what type of roll that is.
Constitution. Base DC of 10. If you fail it, you can't take a watch, but it should be fine because I believe everybody other than Kirv's the only one who can't take a watch. Okay.
See about what spells I can swap.
Okay, let's see. So Kirv's the only one who can't take a watch. So who wants to be where? First, second, or third? Romulus, you're usually third.
Yeah.
I don't mind going first.
Going first. And Vinny, Vinny and Cat, where do you want to be?
I don't mind. I don't mind going second or teaming up with someone if Vinny wants to go
We'll chuck
second.
you on second then.
Okay.
And Vinny?
Okay. I'll go second as well then.
Okay. Alright, and Jeff cannot keep watch this night because Jeff is dead.
I'm gonna kill someone.
It was the wind. Must have been the wind.
It's war. Should I find another elemental? It is war.
But yeah. Okay, so with that, we will move on to the long rest. Mortar, go ahead and give me a perception check. I'll quickly roll to see if anything happens tonight.
Sorry, I was just looking up ranger spells.
No, that's fine.
So when it comes down to, is this perception, yeah?
Yep.
Or is this survival?
Perception, so you have
Do I gain
advantage.
advantage on this?
Yes.
Oh, okay, right, okay. So I got a 13 plus my bonus. I don't remember what that is, but it's like a plus 8, I think. Okay, so 13 plus 8, I think is a lot. 21, I think. Oh, let me just double check. I do actually have a plus 8.
Mm-hmm.
Perception. Yes, plus 8.
Okay.
So
yeah, you're
21.
fine. Nothing seems to happen during the night. It seems to be fairly peaceful. Vinny and Cat?
Sorry, Chris, a quick question.
Go for it.
Just in regards to the ranger spells and everything, obviously I don't have my ranger subclass yet, which I will be taking at the next level up.
Mm-hmm.
Do rangers just have set third level spells that I can just choose from? Or do I have to be...
They'd have level. Oh, because you're.
I'm not a. I haven't gone into my subclass yet.
Okay, so in which case then you'd only be able to take the first level ones for the ranger anyway. So, but you'd have up to the third level spell slots. So it would just be emissary stuff to look into.
Okay, I'll just go into emissary then.
Okay.
And it's only Kirv, Vinny, and Mortar that can do that.
Yes. Obviously, you can change yours each day, but you've got restricted by which ones you've got.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Ooh,
Cool,
that
cool.
could be fun. I think Mortar's going to take fly. Yes.
Yeah,
Oh,
can do. Okay.
Oh, actually, can I do that? Hold on, that's... Oh, no, that's part of a different...
So, Vinny and Kat, go ahead and roll me your perception checks, please.
I'll do disadvantage. Can I go spend the time to bring Jeff back?
Okay. We'll bring Jeff back.
Right. And it's 14 from me.
Okay, 14.
I think it's like a 3.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, nothing seems to happen over the course of the night and the rest. Kat, you bring Jeff back.
I sleep cuddling Jeff as well to make sure the wind doesn't get him.
Okay.
The wind. Wink.
Okay. And Romulus, for the sake of brevity, nothing happens during your watch, because it would have happened on the first watch, but nothing happens.
Where are Eugene and Filch?
Hanging out.
Taken by the wind.
They've just been vibing, just having a little dance party on your back while you were sleeping.
Aww.
Oh,
They're
that's
not
the
still
thing.
in the church, keeping an eye out.
Do they speak common, or are they purely animal? Like,
Eugene and Filch.
yeah. Like, do I hear them? At any
Purely
point?
animal. No, they call, but both Vinny and Kirv have a way to speak with animals.
Cool. In that case, I'm going to be casting Speak with Animals using my beast totem abilities.
Okay.
I'm going to be having a little chat with them.
While I'm asleep, yeah.
Well, yeah, whilst you're asleep,
Yeah.
because I can do that, and it's I'm on the last shift, so there's
Yeah.
no reason for me not to.
You can see Filch is otherwise vibing, just kind of shimmying backwards and forwards, and you can see Eugene is otherwise just relaxing.
Hello to you both.
What's that?
Just thought I'd, could use the company given everything that's been going on recently.
Fair enough.
How are you both doing? I imagine. Is it weird for you being in a sacred place? Or.
To a certain degree. It's weird, but it ain't problematic.
Interesting. I know you're, as I understand it, Kirv has a patron, and you're
the boss
connected through to that, yes.
Yeah.
And that's a devil of some description?
Yeah.
Right. Oh, it's funny how these things work. How are you taking it being in, this realm?
It's more fun. Food actually tastes
Yes.
good over here.
Oh, yeah, I do
Get to
understand
eat whatever we
that-
want. There's things called hot chocolates. There's,
Yeah,
mice fun to catch.
indeed.
There's still stupid birds, though. Looks over at Jeff.
Yes. What happened with Jeff? You two seemed unaffected by the wind.
I mean, there was this loud crash sound, and then all of a sudden Jeff wasn't there anymore.
Can I insight check this?
Go for it. I'll have you know I rolled a 17.
I mean, it's entirely possible. I might have advantage on this, but I've been rolling dog shit on these ones.
Alright.
It's only a 15.
Yeah. Nah, Jeff was just, it was just a loud crash and he was gone. Must have been hit by some kind of great wave of wind. I don't know. We tend to hide in Kirv's hood.
Very fair. That is very unfortunate. I do feel for the poor creature. I know that he's a construct, but it doesn't feel
He's an idiot.
I just turned to look at the other bird.
Yeah?
And
What
then
about
turned back. Do we really want to be throwing stones in glass houses?
There's a reason those two are friends.
Oh, God!
Is that... So, are you two always ravens?
We're crows. Sensitive
Sorry,
bastard.
crow. Apologies.
We're superior
Just
to
you.
ravens.
Raisins, I would like to believe so.
Of course. Sorry, you're such large and impressive crows that I must have gotten confused.
What? You saying ravens are bigger and better than us?
No, but I know that they are larger in this realm.
Got a 19 on his intimidation check.
I'm-
Be scared.
No. Let's do this. Let's do this. What do I have to roll?
No, you don't have to. I just roll because of the sake of it. But if you want to, go ahead.
I kind of want to because either I resist it or I completely, or I just actually feel at the moment like, shit. I'm actually a little bit concerned by this bird. I'm
Oh my
actually a little concerned by the
God.
bird. I'm like,
I'll peck your eyes out during your sleep. I can come back every day and do the exact same thing. You can't stop me.
Well, I could stop you one way.
Oh, by killing me. By killing Kirv.
The second. But I
I'm sure your little friend Cat would hate if that happened. And I'm sure she would love to know about it. I'm sure our boss would love to tell her that you murdered my boss, my friend.
That's true. But I could make it look like an accident. Can I try my own intimidation?
Go for it.
So that will be using my strength because I'd still be wearing my mantle.
That's fair.
So
I rolled a
believe-
9 on the wisdom save.
Unbelievable!
You
No,
may
the
be
thing
able to
is-
make it look like an accident, but just remember, our boss has the ability to change minds just like that. And your friend, well, she has a bomb in her arm.
To be fair,
And you watch as he
I'm pretty
pulls 2 fingers up to his eyes and then turns them towards you.
sure. Where did he get those fingers from?
I borrowed them
Uh,
and puts them back on Wala's hand.
no, I'm not. Don't worry. I'm not going to do anything to harm Kirv as long as Kirv doesn't do anything to harm us.
That's fair. No, we ain't got no worries with you, lot.
Hmm.
We're just here looking for a stupid goose.
Yes, I don't suppose you have any. So it's a hell goose, right?
Yeah.
So it's fiery and black and a bit
Yeah.
scary looking.
Pretty much.
Why has Kirv been asked to find it?
She was the one alongside Eugene who let it slip.
Right. So she was a goose farmer before all this.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Well, kinda. She was a farmer. She didn't necessarily farm geese. They don't go out the ground, but
That one did.
maybe.
Hmm.
I
Very
don't know how
strange.
geese reproduce. I mean, we crows just pop into existence.
That's the thing. Are you actually? And I don't mean to be insensitive here. Are you spirits in the form of crows, or are you crows?
Looks
Or
down
are
on
you
himself.
crow spirits?
I'm a crow. Duh.
Oh, that's fair enough. I just I know that I point at the crystal parrot over there. I know that one's kind of not a real parrot, so just thought I'd check.
That one's a peacock for one, and two.
He
It
was
really
a
is
parrot,
birdies.
though. He was a parrot.
Yeah, you're being Buddhist again. Again, it's a peacock, and two, if it's covered with crystals, it's probably just because, gestures to Sarchania. That'd be why.
Well, that's fair, but what I mean is it wasn't a biological bird. It was
You don't know
formed
that.
out of magic.
It might have been.
I mean,
it might have just been
I've-
covered in crystals for safety's sake. To help
I've
it
seen-
in case the wind catches it.
If I'm awake right now.
I've 100% seen that thing be cracked open multiple times. There ain't no organs in there.
Yeah, I know. Again, throwing rocks in glass houses. Think stupid weak.
Mm.
Same as us.
Yeah,
But then again, we come back just like that one.
that's fair. I can't help but wonder,
He pulls out a cigarette.
Where are you getting these? And also, can I have one?
I come from hell. I can make things when I want to, and no, they're mine.
Oh. Right, well, this has been a very illuminating conversation. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
I don't suppose you'd like some insects.
Nah, I'll be fine. I do have one question, though. Your dad, he gets around, right?
Very much so.
How many kids you got?
How many kids do I got?
He got, sorry.
Phew. Well, 20 that I know of.
That you know of? Damn.
Oh, I am almost certain that there are more.
Woof.
Yes. Also, at least one of them is actually two individuals, which is a bit weird.
Like, twins?
No, undead.
Oh.
Ghost and zombie.
Oh, fun.
Mm.
Bit like this place, huh?
A little bit. Actually, I did wonder if maybe he'd visited and that was how he got set up like that, but...
Eh.
Oh, actually, I suppose I don't have 20 siblings anymore. At least one of them's died.
Oh, that's a shame.
Yeah, I don't really know them. There are a couple that I consider to be good people, but the others... Some are cruel, some are ruthless, some are just aloof.
Uh-huh.
I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see how things play out.
Yeah. Well, good luck with your family affairs, and hopefully nothing breaks. I mean, no, I guess they do break, because that's kind of the point. They're all fighting over that weird timey thing you got in that silly sack of yours, eh?
Well, they're fighting over who gets to win. That's actually a question I'd like to ask. You're connected to the boss, aren't you?
Well, kinda. Whenever we die, we go to him. Give him updates, and then we come back.
Could you pass on a message for me?
I mean, depends. He'll probably just tell you to fuck off, but alright.
This might be of interest.
Alright.
Do you remember, were you there? Were you able to see when Kirv and the rest of us were fighting against my sibling in the cave?
Maybe?
That's a good question. I don't remember if they turned up yet or not.
No, I think they hadn't
No,
turned up
they
at that point.
hadn't.
No.
But I don't know whether they have memories.
That's true. Can't say no for certain. No. Why? One of your stupid siblings working with another demon? Or devil?
Indeed. At least that's what I think.
Fun. Turf wars
And
are
I
always
think-
fun, but
I
They
think she
ain't
might have ended up
business.
in... I think they ended up in hell. And I wondered if perhaps we could come to some sort of arrangement to find out whether she survived or whether she didn't.
sure. You want to send me there right now?
Are you alright with that?
I don't
Wring his
care.
neck.
Means I get more cigarettes.
Alright. I reach over and say, I'll make it quick.
Do your worst.
It's just a very quick... and I assume poofs into smoke, basically.
He falls to the ground, slowly but surely turns into smoke. Eugene's just like, whoa! As he turns over and just has a look. And then
He
Eugene...
agreed to it, Eugene.
No!
Hakuna Yatatas.
I don't want to die. And he goes and hides underneath Kirv.
I'm not going to do it to you if you don't want to. He agreed to it.
He got a 15 on his stealth check. Eugene hides.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I don't think you can even fucking look for him.
Alright, your watch finishes.
So,
Yeah?
to clarify, I do pass on the appropriate name to him,
Yes.
which I'm trying to find here.
Professor.
Professor, there it is.
Okay.
All right.
Right, and
About
it was
2
squished.
hours later, you all wake up. Kirv, as you're otherwise waking up, you know it's only Eugene about, but you watch as maybe a few minutes after you've had your early morning breakfast, you watch as a filch flies in and starts pecking at the edge of the Lehman's tiny hut, fighting the wind as he can't get in.
Aw.
Oh, I guess he got by the wind last night.
Yeah, he must have done. That wind is lethal.
Actually,
Best
now
of
that's
us.
a question. That's a question. Can he? Is he barred from coming out because he died? But
Yeah.
it's the same thing, and he was designated. That's interesting.
He was
That is
designated, but he is a new familiar technically because of the body.
intriguing. This is good to know.
Much like how
Um,
Jeff
same
is
person,
currently
different
inside of it, but if Jeff ends up outside of it, because the Lehman's tiny hut was cast first, Jeff technically can't come back in.
Do we have a bag of holding?
Don't believe so.
Damn.
Oh no, you
No,
do.
I need, we,
No,
I
Vinny
do,
has
yeah.
one. Yes.
Vinny, give me a second. I take that, put it around Jeff, pull it inside, and then not Jeff, put it around
Filch.
Filch.
Eugene.
Pull him in,
Perfect.
close it,
Yeah.
pull him inside, bring it inside, open it. You get the gist. There we go.
Man, it's stuffy in there.
I'm sorry about that. So,
You're casting
any
Speak with
word?
Animals again, I assume.
I'm just assuming that yeah, like spend 10 minutes doodle. Right. Any word?
Okay, I'll say that Kirv, obviously, where you can cast Speak with Animals at will, you can hear this as well, and Vinny, you may chime in if you would like to as well. If you would like to use a one charge of your ring, as you would be all awake, it would just be Mortar and Cat who can't hear. If you want to, of course, Vinny.
Okay. Yeah, if we're all having a chat, I'll join in.
Okay. You said? What did you say?
Oh, yes, just very simply, any word. What did the boss say?
He said he'll be in touch once he's got a bit more information. Doesn't know the person you were talking about, but if he finds where they are, there might be some mint in it.
Appreciated. Thank you very much. And if there's anything I can do to, as recompense, let me know.
He'll be in touch.
Within reason.
Hey, Kirv. Looks like you might have a new friend joining the boss's army. Jumps onto your shoulder.
Oh.
Oh, you know, he's trying to make some deals with the boss.
Not that kind of deal, I assure you.
Oh, he might make it one.
Best of luck with that.
You want what
Be
you want,
careful
you
there,
can.
Romulus.
The rival might want the same, though. Very good. You've given him something to work with.
Well, this is fair, but I have the benefit of knowing A, she's already working with someone else, and B, Kirv and I are already aligned.
Yeah. So what's
Yeah.
not? So what's not to wonder about if you join Kirv on her quest as well?
If we can provide a mutually beneficial arrangement, I'm all right with that. But I suspect
We'll
your
have to see.
boss is more inclined towards subordination than partnership.
We'll have to see.
Whatever the case may be, however things work out, I do appreciate the effort being put in.
That's all right. Anyway, what's the plan today?
Well, the ritual should have finished, so we should go and see about having a look around as the groundskeeper said we could, with some so that Cat can have a look around. Because they said she might be able to do it with some supervision.
So we'll head up there. If we don't find anything, it seems like it's on to Blassin.
Mhm.
Yes.
Look, I can't. I'll be honest. Every time we fight, the creature's constantly screaming at me to consume souls. If anything starts acting weird as we're walking through, looks at Romulus, drag me.
I mean, based on what Vinny and Kirv were saying yesterday, they didn't encounter anything. It should be plain sailing.
I know, but there's so many souls
Should be.
around.
Okay.
Okay. I mean,
Okay. Well,
I want to be safe than sorry.
yeah, that's fair. I respect that. But I mean, if you're gonna be as good as you were with that gun yesterday, then I don't think you have anything to worry about.
It's not me that I'm worried for. Looks at the town. It's them.
Cat, go ahead and give me a wild magic check just for your mage armor, which I assume you're casting in the morning. And
When
The
we're
rest of us will
out-
be
when we're outside
outside
of
the
the
dome,
dome.
yes, when you're outside of the dome, away from everybody else, that's fine. Go ahead and roll wild magic. It's just a nat 1 if it happens, because it's mage armor. You're fine.
No, we're good.
So what precisely do you want me to do, and under what circumstances?
Look, if the creature tries to pull anything with the sheer amount of souls that are around, if we're going up to the graveyard, I don't know. They said it's sacred up there. That's where the souls go. So if something seems out of normal, just stop me.
All right. I will. How comfortable are you with being thrown off a mountain?
Yeah,
Do
parent
you
like
think
a-
you could survive that?
Sitting here and mulling it over. I mean, I can't say I've ever been thrown off a mountain before.
Oh, it's quite fun actually. Once you get past the screaming.
I mean, I do have Featherfall,
Oh, there you go. You're fine.
but
Okay, good.
okay.
Just as a quickly getting you out of there and away from everyone as quickly as possible, it might be the ideal solution. Obviously, I wasn't going to do it if I thought you might be in any real danger.
Yeah, no, that's fair. Also concerned that the wind could be doing damage, and that could be something spiritual. I don't know.
I'm hoping
well,
that
keep an
that is
eye out.
simply due to the fact that Jeff is not the largest or strongest of creatures. I
That is
believe
true.
Yeah,
But they both come back
Interesting.
down the mountain
yeah.
hurt.
Kirv was saying that the wind was like
True,
the wind was so brutal
true.
he got hurt.
Did Jeff get thrown into you? Maybe that's how it happened. Is that what happened, Kirv?
Bit of a blur, honestly.
Right. You said so. The wind hit it, but the wind did it like break a wing or something? Like what? Can you recall exactly what it was that took out Jeff? Maybe so we can avoid it.
How long does
so
your
no
speak with animals last?
10 minutes. Hour,
Has
maybe an
it-
hour. No, it's 10 minutes to cast, and I think it lasts for an hour. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
gonna ask you, Jeff, how did you
Ask
die?
Come
Jeff,
on,
yes.
Chris, you've got a new voice now.
Jeff looks at you plainly. Well,
Let me tell you a tale.
let me tell you a tale of how I died.
Betrayal.
Book of law.
Don't make him French. God damn it.
Don't you remember what Harlan said at the beginning of the season?
Yeah,
Yeah,
full
exactly.
circle.
I'll die so many times if I do this. I kind of have to.
Jeffrey.
Oh, I am Jeff the Third. I do not remember. I exploded and there was this sudden flash and whoosh, I was gone.
Where were you at the time? Was there clouds in the sky?
I couldn't see, although I do not remember where I was. I may have just had my eyes closed.
Right. So. Right. Was that? Oh, you said
Magically Harlan.
you said it went inside. So the wind was inside. Very strange.
It was a drafty wind, yes. Becoming Transylvanian, yeah.
Now it's going to Sweden.
Now it's going to Shaman. It's fine.
Multicultural bird? What?
Right.
There's a reason I am Jeff the Third.
Did it feel particularly divine or holy? Like, did it feel spiritual at all, or was
It
it
felt
very
a-
physical?
It felt forceful.
Forceful.
Like a push. Whoosh.
And was there any coldness, any heat, anything like that?
No, it was instant death. Boom.
Boom! There was a boom. Okay, interesting. I think what must have happened is that an extremely focused blur of wind must have a bluster must have come in through the open door. Then this, due to some unfortunate architectural significance, must have traveled down into wherever you were inside and slammed into Jeff, instantly breaking his neck, which might account for the cracking, booming sound.
Either that, or just someone's not telling us the truth and something else happened.
No,
Okay,
that's
then
not
what-
possible.
yeah.
I roll an insight check.
Okay, I don't know what to tell you, Romulus. You saw the place. It's a death trap.
Yes, no, I completely believe this.
I can't
It is
say.
so
Can't say I know what happened. Just woof, and I was gone.
All I've
It's so
got
tragic
from
that a
that
14 is the highest I have rolled on insight this entire session. Like, mathematically, this is absurd.
I'll have you like to know
Is
that
it-
Jeff rolled an unnatural 1 on his remembering of what happened.
Oh,
So-
God.
So he
Is
doesn't
it-
know.
Is it possible, going off of a boom and then died, going off of what Romulus has repeated back, do I know any spells that them two know that go boom?
Yes, but at the same time, you also know that one, Jeff is a bit loose
No,
in the
I-
head, and
I
also
like to
if he
believe
hit
him.
if he hit a wall, he probably would have gone boom, given he's made of crystal.
No. Fair.
Roll me an insight if you don't believe
No.
them. But I'll tell you this
No,
now: Vinny's DC was 25.
I will believe. I will just. It's like. Huh. Well.
What can I say? I cannot fly very well in this wind. I am meant for open plains and soaring skies, not blustering cold. I am not designed for this terrain.
Do I have a telepathic bond with Jeff?
Yes, you do.
Is this a
You
voice I have in my head a lot?
no, because he tends to sound more like you when you telepathically bond it. But while Speak with Animals is being used, it's accented.
Okay, good.
Much like how when you telepathically speak with anybody, there is no accents necessarily. There's more of just a knowing of who's talking.
Okay, I can cope with that. If I've got a French talking in my head for a while, I might.
Or whatever accent I ended up with.
I might have to make Jeff the fourth. Okay. Alright, shall we head up there then?
Yes, let's go. And I'm certain that we'll be well received after we were all such good and respectful visitors to their society. Tumty tumty tiddly tee.
Let's hope so.
I'm gonna.
I'd
Can
like
I
to
have
request we star wipe out and then come back to all of us in chains.
Yeah, honestly.
I'm gonna walk to the entrance and then stop and like. Should we get permission first?
Oh, yes,
I will
you're
say,
not coming in until
There are 3 people standing at the edge, 3 ghosts standing at the edge of the village as you approach.
Oh,
They say in Undercommon, which only Mortar can understand, "You're welcome to come through. We'll make sure that you don't deviate from your path, though."
understood.
I'll say Mortar.
Mortar just gives a thumbs up. We're all good.
Alright. So, they will guide you through the village and to the base of the mountain.
I will say that I think all of us, the rest of us, should be surrounding Cat as an additional physical blocker.
Yeah, makes sense to me. I'm just going to move all these tiles off here, because
I mean, this is no longer an encounter, so we don't need the map anymore.
I am amazed no one has discovered those urns yet.
Poof. Okay, get rid of that, and I'll leave that one there in case I need it. Nope, that should be fine. And I can just get rid of the rest of these. Nothing special. Just the outside. Okay. Your party is led to the base of the mountain, and you begin to climb the steps. I would like everybody to make me a dexterity saving throw, please. Romulus, you have advantage on this because of danger sense. This is just because there are slippery steps. So he's up here. Don't necessarily know where. I'll just chuck it there for now.
Sorry, was this a
It's
dexterity?
17. Yeah.
Okay, let's see. Whose tiles am I missing? I didn't accidentally delete people, did I?
You can do that.
No, we're all here.
There's oh no, there they are.
Yes.
No, it was
You will
you
be
guys were
deleted.
below the previous map, so. Okay,
Ah.
so what's the marching order we have here? I'll say top is first. This is to the left of the church map.
Curves in the back.
Okay. Go to the
I'll
bottom.
No
go in.
reason.
I'll go in front of Romulus, so if something happens, he can see.
You can go first to navigate and keep an eye out for any potential natural hazards.
Okay.
Okay.
Romulus probably wants to be close to the front, so I'll be
If at all
behind them.
possible.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll have guilty consciences in the back.
Okay.
Oh no.
Hmm.
How are you feeling, Cat?
Well,
Okay. So how did the dex
Voices-
saves go?
yeah.
I got a
very well.
17.
Okay, so Mortar, what did you get?
22.
22. You're fine. You managed to see the ice, spot it, and avoid it with ease. Romulus.
17.
17. You've been up these mountains before. You're fine. Cat.
21.
21. You're
Ooh.
fine. You having 4 legs as an advantage means that your back 2 legs are able to keep you steady as your front 2 go to move. You quickly grab Romulus's shoulders and stand upright and keep moving.
Hoof
Vinny?
buddies for the win.
19.
19. You've been up this area before. You know where the ice is. You don't slip up. Curve.
My mind is somewhere else. Nothing about anything guilty or
No.
concerning in particular, but an 8.
An 8. Okay. So, go ahead and roll me a strength save.
Oh, well, it's the strongest member of the party, that'd be fine.
Yeah, of course.
I was going to say, Curve's the strongest.
9.
9. Okay. The rest of you hear as Curve slips, and you hear, well, not necessarily a crack, but you hear as she hits the stones or the stairs and begins sliding. And nobody is behind her to brace her. As she attempts to...
Cinder use drones to support her.
I will say... You got a 9 on your strength check? Or strength save?
Yeah.
Make me a dexterity saving throw, and I'll say add a d6 as Cinder's going to send some drones to assist you.
Oh, that's a nat 1.
Okay.
Oh my word.
So, as a Curve goes to grab onto one of Cinder's drones, she catches it, slices her hand on it, and begins to slide down a number of the stairs.
But the fall's a reaction, so you can cast that if you can.
True, she is, however, in contact with the ground, constantly hitting it. So Featherfall won't actually help. Because the
Be
moment you have
careful of the wind!
the moment you have
That's
contact with the
something.
ground, Featherfall ends. So it would end immediately the moment it was cast on her,
Oh.
unfortunately.
Right. I'm going to.
I will cast Levitate.
Okay, what's the range on Levitate?
30 feet, I think. Let me just double check.
So 5, 10, 15, 20. You would have gone, yeah. So if it's less than if it's more than 30 feet, you're fine. If it's 30 feet or less, she will be out of range because she has begun sliding down the stairs.
That's all good.
Um,
60 feet.
Okay.
Do you
yeah,
have
that'll be
like a
fine.
boost to your levitate?
Level 1?
Do you have like a boost on your levitate? Sorry, it's just
Yeah,
because
it
when I look
depends.
at
Depends
mine,
what level I
it's not
cast.
that. Oh, okay, got it.
It's the same as you. Is that apparently according to what level you cast out depends on the weight you can carry or something. I think we've established.
Oh, that's just mainly for cat. Everybody else is fine.
Oh, okay.
It's just fat shaming. It's fine.
Then yeah.
Okay. So you concentrate on that. Kirv, you have so far taken 8 points of bludgeoning damage from hitting your head and your arms on the icy stairs before Mortar casts Levitate and you begin to kind of slow and float up into the air, now able to control yourself a bit. However, I will ask you to make an athletics check, if you please.
So many checks.
As
so
you-
many fails.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Athletics.
Yep.
Is that sorry? 19.
Okay.
I started it.
Yeah, so you are flying and you are levitating, which means the wind is having an effect on you, but you are managing to swim fast enough with your mental prowess and your pushing of your arms through the air to stop yourself from flying away from the rest of the party.
If she gets close enough, I'll try and pull her back down to the ground.
Yeah, I'll say with that, you otherwise make it to, after the little hiccup, you make it to the top of the stairs. And Mortar, what's the duration of levitate?
You. Duration. It's an action. Concentration up to 10 minutes.
Okay, so this will have ended by the just as you get to the top of the stairs.
Perfect.
Okay, so you otherwise arrive at the top of the stairs and you step forward. The church is before you. Are you going around? Were you popping in?
Yeah, we'll pop in. I was going to say, there's nothing to worry. There's nothing to worry about.
Everything's perfectly fine, right, guys?
I mean, aren't we on a
It
bit of a
should
time
be.
crunch?
Exactly.
just-
Let's not waste any time.
Yeah.
We can.
No detours.
Well, I mean. Fair.
Whatever you. Okay, so what are our options here?
Well, we can talk to the guy now that he's got a bit more free time and isn't in a rush. Keep going. I mean, he sounds like he's travelled a lot and has a lot of knowledge. I
Yeah,
want
we
to
should.
ask him if he knows anything about Lota.
What, sorry?
Lota, the god, the temple where this was kept.
Ah, okay. Yeah,
I think
probably a
it's
good
worth
shout.
asking.
Unless we all want to rush off, we can. But he also might be able to give us some advice if there's risks or perils going up that way.
There's no point in us like not making good use of our time here since we're already here. You know.
Exactly.
So let's.
I might
do
ask
that.
him. Might ask him if he remembers anything else about pilgrims that were here before.
Yeah. Okay, well, shall we
Especially
go
if
in?
any of them hadn't. Let's go.
Hmm.
So, you step inside. Please position yourselves as and where you would be on the board so far then, if you're going in.
Right. Is this the entrance?
It's the main area, yes. The entrance is here, yeah.
Right. I'm going to. Well, I'm just gonna be with Cat basically. And I will be offering my assistance in looking around for things. I know that I can't lead them because I'm not that intelligent, but for things like just helping people look out for
Pointing
stuff, I
things
can-
out, yeah, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Also, looking about, that you can't really make out anything in particular that stands out. A lot of the stuff here is damaged, weathered with age, similar stuff. And Mortar, if you're coming in, make sure to move your token in with everyone else. So, where would you like to go? You head inside, closing the door behind you. There is a rush of air otherwise travelling through this chamber from one broken wall to another. You can see that there is fresh snow that has begun to lay on the edge of the current snow that was here before. You can see clear sweep marks where an attempt has been made to push the snow back.
Right. Hello?
No reply.
He was meant to be up here, right?
Yeah, they said he can come up first in the morning, and this is where he lives. I mean, you were in his bedroom.
We didn't see his corpse or anything when we passed.
But you said there
did
were
we?
fresh sweep marks, right, Chris?
Fresh sweep marks.
So he's been back here since.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, well, head
Might be
in
sleeping,
then.
I guess.
Maybe he's in his little room.
Could be.
Okay. So, I'm just going to move everyone together for the sake of our people moving.
Mm-hmm.
So, I will say, I'll put you guys back here. Are the rest of you following suit, Mortar and Romulus?
I'm staying with Cat no matter what.
Okay.
That is.
I would say,
that
is there anything here that would cause Mortar to, at any point, leave the party to investigate? Is there anything that I would see, or is it more?
Not
just
necessarily, no.
Yeah.
There's nothing that would really
Alright, I'll
intrigue
just
you.
follow them.
Okay.
Alright, I'll just follow them.
And Vinny? You staying with as well?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. You otherwise all head forward. You can see otherwise kind of just standing behind the altar and seemingly reading. You can see the groundskeeper from here, just further in.
Okay. Well, he's there. I'll point out to him. So, well, he's at the thing, but there's a coffin there. Shall we approach, or shall we call him over?
Hey, old dude.
I'm gonna poke my head around. Hello?
Hello! I was told to expect you this morning. So,
Yes, we were told that once the ritual's done, we could poke around a little more.
of course. What did you need?
Well, I took a look around, but these three wanted to have a bit of a closer look.
Also ask some things. You seem like you've been well travelled. You might have some answers.
Of course, of course. He closes the book in front of him, kind of steps round the altar. Come in! Come on. What exactly did you want to ask?
This cat gets to hear is like,
Don't be shy. Just step forward.
I have reservations. If there's look,
Cat, are
like,
you okay?
you know what happened down there. Me, Souls, and she'll sort of pull her sleeve up. This creature likes to eat them. I'm concerned if there's anything in here.
Oh, fair enough. No, these ones are just bodies.
Okay. So she'll go in cautiously, still taking a wide berth.
Okay.
Around.
So, I'll say he does. You note he does take a step back as you do get too close to him, but he stops there.
Yeah, that's fair. That's
So-
fair.
You wanted to ask?
Yeah. So in your travels, have you ever heard of deity goes by the name of Lota?
Can't say I have. No.
Okay. Have you ever come across ancient creatures that have been sealed away?
Plenty.
Or heard? Have you ever heard of any of them being a black ooze? Slime creature thing?
Not
Relics, like-
specifically. There are a lot of
Yeah.
old creatures that were sealed away during the atrocities. Plenty of them before as well. Some before my time.
What the ones you do know? Can you name them?
Not necessarily. I mean, they're from further afield. A lot of them are presumed dead, or they're legends, tales from another time. Nothing else, really.
Okay. Well, in your travelling, have you ever seen this before? And I'll show him Cytania, because I know there were previous owners.
I'll also say the same for Black Scorpion as well. I'll show
Okay. I'll say you'll need to get closer if you want to show him Black Scorpion.
Yeah, that's fine.
Hey,
Yeah,
have you also seen this one?
Yeah, start waving it. Start waving it in the air.
Yeah.
Chuck
I'll say you move into the room. Yeah. Make sure if you want to interact at all, make sure to move your token as close as you need to for wherever you want to be in the room. Can't say I've seen anything like your one, young miss. Nothing along that lines. Your weapon, on the other hand, looks cool. But, I mean, otherwise, not particularly. Did you want me to take a look at it for you?
It's probably best you don't touch it.
Oh, fair enough. Whatever.
Yeah, she's kind of bonded to me. She keeps this in check.
Ah, makes sense. Makes sense. Fair enough. Yeah, no, can't say I recognize it, no.
Okay. It was worth asking.
I'd like to insight that.
Go ahead.
He's been. Romulus was saying that this guy has been around for ages. This guy's giving us no answers or anything. He's just saying, "Oh, that's cool, that's neat." I don't know. There's something there. A natural 20 for a 29.
29.
Because it's +5, right?
Yeah.
Yes. +5. Okay. I will text you the answer.
What?
I am actually the Lord above all, a destroyer, the creator, and the end of all things.
He is Lothar after all.
I'm actually Husk in disguise.
The twist.
Hopefully he isn't too dangerous because he still took a step back from Cat.
I Gandalf myself. That's right. I'm a weird old wizard man. Meh.
Okay.
Call
Can't say I've seen anything like it before, but
Well, it's worth asking. And
Mortar's going to approach a bit closer and go, "You sure? You sure you don't want to give a closer look?"
I mean, if you want me to. I mean, you said better not to touch it, but he gives it a look over. No, can't say I've seen it before. But
And
like I said,
how
looks
about
cool.
How about those entities, those guards, those whatevers that my friend was bringing up?
I mean, I
met a lot of people.
I know people say how my memory's
seen-
bad, but no, I said
Hey,
I
hey,
don't
hey.
know them.
Hey, easy. Stop talking for a second.
Oh,
You're hiding something right now. I've met a lot of people. I've seen a lot of tells. Yours are pretty well hidden. Comes with age, I guess. There's something you're not saying. And I want full transparency.
I don't like your tone.
And I don't like your face. But here we are. We're stuck with what we have.
Oh,
Start telling us what we want to know.
oh my god. Can
You-
could I detect thoughts?
I was gonna do exactly the same. I was gonna
Okay,
lock my hand
you two are
along
going to
my
cast
finger.
detect. You two are going to cast detect thoughts. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Wisdom save 17.
Are you
Mine
pushing?
has.
Sorry?
Are you pushing?
I am
Oh,
not.
is that, I've never
The
done
say
it.
the
I'm
say
just going
the
surface-
say surface
going
thoughts
surface
requires
thoughts.
no save. If you push deeper, then it requires a wisdom save on their part.
Ah, got it. Okay, let's just do surface for now.
Okay. Surface thoughts. Both of you hear
These are the ones who break the urns downstairs and then they say that I'm lying? The nerve. As you watch as he takes a step back. I don't like where this is going. I'm gonna have to ask you to leave.
Come on, we're just here for a chat. You like to talk, don't you, old man? Talk about everything except what we want to hear. So come on. Start telling us a story.
Mortar, what is it that you think is going on here?
Yeah, this
I don't
feels
know.
a bit
He's
hostile.
He's hiding some shit. And I don't like people who aren't transparent. I don't like liars.
He's going to take another step back, otherwise kind of keeping his distance.
Okay,
In
I'm
case
just
with
gonna
it.
be straight up
Matching
on it.
every step he's taking back, I'm moving forward.
Oh, God.
I'm not gonna be moving forward, but I'm gonna be like, look, I don't want to be confrontational. I don't really get with this.
Then
I'm just
leave.
looking for answers. Because every soul I've consumed, I'm hoping to try and save it. But I need answers to do that.
Devoured one too many souls from these people. I'm going to ask you to leave. Now. This is your last
Come on,
warning.
guys.
Okay, I am going
I'm-
to move everyone out.
Yeah, cat's backing up at this point. I'm like, okay.
And if
Okay.
Mortar isn't coming, I'm gonna try and drag him.
I lift up Mortar.
Ah, yeah, even better.
Mortar, if you want
Nope.
to resist, you can make a dexterity saving throw, if you would like to.
What's the old man doing at the moment?
He is backed up, and you can see he's not necessarily hunched, but he's moved into more of a defensive posture.
Does it look like he has a weapon on him, from what I can see?
No. You have not seen it, but you know that if he's able to do rituals, he presumably can do magic.
Mortar. I don't know what this is, but we are not enemies, and and I'm not going to be infringing on the kindness that has been offered to us. So we're getting out of here now. Do not resist.
Mm.
And I'm going to attempt to physically move Mortar. Will you be trying to fight this?
Mortar?
Yeah. Just thinking.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's a tough one, but
Yeah.
like obviously I don't know what you know, so I have no context for
Oh,
anything.
No,
Here's the thing, I've got him given a hint which is very, very vague.
Uh-huh.
I mean,
So it
you
could
can
be nothing,
share it.
or could be something. I've told you what I know. He's
I
hiding
did.
something. There's something he doesn't want to tell us.
People are allowed to have their own secrets. Whilst I would appreciate it if any help could be provided for both of your issues. We are not enemies. We have no proof that we are. So, I would like us to be respectful. Groundskeeper. Whether you are or are not hiding something is okay either way. And I apologize for us making you feel uncomfortable in this place that is your home.
Don't apologize for it. We're in a hurry because one of our friends' friends is in danger. If you have prolonged the reason as to why she's in danger by not telling us what it is you know, my blood is on your hands, and I will come back for you.
Again, physically moving Mortar. Like this is being yelled as I'm carrying you away.
You watch
No,
as he
I'll
is
leave.
going to cast a defensive spell. As you watch as what looks to be almost this emanating wave shoots out from him and begins to almost conceal into like this crystalline bubble around him.
Is it a sudden movement?
No, you can see that it kind of pushes itself, almost this dark greenish energy pushes itself out from him, and then solidifies around him.
I'm just not going to interact with it. I'm moving.
Mortar's leaving. He doesn't care.
That's all right. I won't. If you're moving on your own power, I'm not going to force you out myself.
Moving on his own.
I think Romulus is just like watches you go and is like, oh God, why must everything be adversarial and? Are you okay, Cat?
Yeah, because, gave him the chance to try and help him save his friend's soul, but, whatever. That's how it is. He clearly knows something, according to Mortar, but...
He couldn't have wanted his friend saved that badly. He wasn't willing to help us, he couldn't have wanted his friend saved that badly.
Look, everyone's entitled to their opinions and their beliefs. I mean, it's understandable he's scared, because there's no guarantee I'm going to be able to save it, but there is guarantee that I will definitely consume.
Yep.
I'm assuming we're outside at this point now.
If that's where you'd
Or
like to
nearly
be,
outside.
yeah. I'll say that
I
you've
think
stepped outside into the graveyard, as that's the quickest exit.
Yeah,
And for Vinny and Kirv, I'll say you've left via this, because you know
I think
the
before
extra way
before
out.
I go, I do turn back to him whilst everyone else is out and just. As I said, we are not beholden. You are not beholden to us. We are not beholden to you. But I apologize for making you uncomfortable in this space. Please just. Do you have anything that. I do not assume my friends to be wrong in their assertion that you have something you are hiding. But I do not think that there is anything wrong with hiding something as long as it does not put anyone else at risk. Apologies about all of this. Is there any response, or is he just staying in the bubble? And
He's staying in the bubble, because he's kind of standing there. He says, I think he just kind of shakes his head and, what you've done, taking life away from this place. You're traveling with something far darker than us.
regardless, it's not her fault. And we just want to find a way to fix it. To save as many as we can. Because left unchecked, well, I think you can imagine how that could go.
It doesn't say anything further.
That's fair. I just leave.
Okay. You all reconvene outside.
Before we all reconvene, as it's just us three together. So, out of his proximity, but thing as we're walking around. So he was withholding information because he was upset because apparently we broke some urns.
Who did that?
Kirv and Vinny come, Kirv and Vinny come jogging around
Silly
the corner.
question on my part.
Well,
What
that was
did
a
you?
downer, wasn't it?
What? Okay. So something happened. We should go. And
Mhm.
it seems that in your initial scouting, something might have occurred which has soured our relationships here.
I think he's just a bit crazy.
I'm
Not
not
sure.
making. Obviously, we don't know what happened, but we are no longer welcome here. I don't believe. So
No, that's the impression I was guessing. Well, that's unfortunate, but
did you find anything else about your friend?
not really, other than what he said when we spoke to him yesterday. If they came here, they probably went further up the mountain.
Well, we'll just have to go off of that information then.
Mhm.
I think as we're preparing to leave and go on our way, I know my my ritual is to, you know, speak with animals, but the idea, as I understand it, is that it's connecting to the natural world a little bit. I don't suppose there's any way I can try and see what nature around here is like. See if there's anything.
I'd
Like,
say.
see. I'm not asking for like a commune or anything like that. Just like
Yeah.
does anything feel wrong here, or does this just feel like what it says it is on the
I'll
tin?
say give me a wisdom check.
That is a 14.
14. Looking around and kind of trying to commune with nature as best you can. This place is fairly desolate. The trees quite slow, very slow growing. The rest of the area is quite bland for the most part. There's not really much you can tell from the area around here. You don't necessarily get a bad vibe, but you do feel as though you're being watched. You've had the feeling ever since you entered town, and this area contains it too, but you feel like you're being watched. You kind of pick up on that as you're trying to focus on the area around you. And Mortar, this sense hasn't necessarily left you at any particular point, but it's kind of almost become background noise now for most of you.
I think in the same way when I speak to animals, I assume it's not quite common that comes out of me, or it's overlapping. In the same sort of way as I'm feeling this, I'm just going to speak out. I can feel your eyes watching. We will be on our way now, but...
Mortar's hand is hovering over his weapon in its holster, just in case.
But if there is any assistance in our journey you can provide, if you wish us gone, putting us in the right direction will mean we do not return. If you wish us not to be gone, then now is your last chance.
There's seemingly no sense in this. You try to pick up what the nearby area might offer you. You do not feel any push or pull. You try to communicate as best you can. You pick up on the sense that you are being watched, whether that be by natural forces or by the land itself. You felt it when you were down in the town. That's all I can really say. But you do not know what it might be.
It could just be one of the ghosts that can go invisible, or it could be something else. We don't know.
Yeah.
Right. Well, I don't
Is there
believe there's any.
anything with detect
I will
force? Is there
perception
anything
check it.
within 30 foot of us?
I was going to say,
It's
I'll,
not a
I'll
party.
perception check it if I can. I want to take a look. Specifically, something that comes to Mortar's mind with the feeling of being watched is the thing about the silver cloaked characters going up there like a month back. He wants to make sure that one of them's still not here, so he's just keeping an eye out for that. And that's the thing he's going to be looking for.
I'll say, Cat, with your detect thoughts, you detect, while you were focused on him in that moment, now that you're out of the tense situation, you're kind of almost detecting the area around. There are other minds in there with him, but you did not sense them initially.
Peculiar. He wasn't alone in there.
What do you mean?
No, there were other consciences, other minds in there.
Any idea who?
No?
They are blank
Any-
slates. You cannot pick up on what they are thinking.
No idea. They're just I could feel them there.
This thing, it's not worth worrying over now. Unless we want to make an enemy of an entire town of ghosts, which I think we don't. And
No.
I would not agree with causing any more trouble here.
It doesn't.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem like there's anything we can do here without starting a fight. So
No.
So
No,
let's
I-
go, leave
I'll
these
start
people, and be on our way.
Mm-hmm.
We've
Well,
at least learnt that this is not a place we need to investigate more. We've received a hint on where your friend may be. We should follow that up, or continue on our usual business, whatever is needed. Let's get off
just
this
hope we find
blasted.
something up ahead.
That is the hope. We continue on our way.
Right.
Okay. Spend the rest
Just
of
as
the day.
we're going, I do want to say to everyone again that I appreciate you all coming with me on this.
it's absolutely fine.
No
I'm
worries,
happy to
Vinny.
help where I can. I'm just
You help
worried
us, we
we're
help you.
chasing a wrong lead. We got no guaranteed information that this party of 6 that we're following, or even the party we're following.
Hey, so long as we're all being transparent with each other, I'm happy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, by the way, Vinny, try this. And I hand him one of my tasty treats. And I hand the one over to Cat and Kirv, Mortar. Which one of you would like a tasty treat?
I mean,
Kirv
I-
can have this one.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, there you go. You gain +4 temporary hit points.
Woo!
Yay!
Okay.
Was that +4? Sorry?
Mhm. Yep. Yeah.
Temporary hit points.
Yeah.
Yep.
And so they'll last until our next rest, I believe.
Yep.
Mhm.
Until your next long rest, I believe. Yeah. Okay.
That's
So, anything anyone would like to do before leaving the area?
Besides,
Soon, can.
you know, I've done everything I reasonably can do.
Yeah, I have nothing to
Yeah.
do. I
Yeah, this
Did I get anything off that perception for any idea on actually who's watching us? If it is a silver cloaked individual or no?
Make me a perception check. This will be without advantage.
24.
24. You feel as though you're being... the feeling of being watched feels ephemeral for the most part. But given your Mordant heritage, you pick up that you're more likely being watched by invisible creatures. Possibly wraiths or ghosts or something similar that can turn invisible. As you are kind of looking around, you feel as though you are being followed to a certain extent.
Yeah, I do want to make sure we leave. Alright, I think we've outstayed our welcome.
Mhm.
Yep, we super have.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ay, ay, ay.
Right. Then let's head towards Glasson. Hopefully there's a temple between here and there, otherwise I have
Okay.
no idea where we're looking.
I will take Vinny aside for like a second, just be like, oh, look, just level with me. It wasn't the fucking wind, was it?
Vinny?
Simon, you good?
Well, yeah, no.
Okay. Okay.
Look,
Look, I just. You know that of the people here, we have Mortar, who is raised in a way that is not standard. We have Kirv, who is a literal tourist from hell. And we have Kat, who is, as much as I love her, a child and has a whole lot going on. I need you to I need you to please help me with when it comes to keeping everything in line. Just
yeah, no, you're right.
don't. It's all. I'm not going to judge. I'm not going to judge. I just need to know what's going on.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just what Mortar said about that vision. I think it's getting to me. I really just wanted to find something, okay?
I understand. I know how difficult it can be to be looking for something and not find it.
Fine.
Me too.
We've both got to take thoughts up, and we've been playing.
Yeah, you two stepped aside, and the two of them have just kind of stopped as they felt your presence has disappeared, and they just stepped within 30 feet, and they've just been kind of, not necessarily eavesdropping the conversation, but picking up on bits of it.
We will keep looking, and if there's something to find, we'll find it. You know what they say about bullheadedness? So, I know that when I'm not around, I can trust you to look after them. And I'm pretty confident you can do the same for me. But we need to be able to trust each other. Do you think we
You know
can do
what?
that?
That's fair enough. Look, I misjudged the situation. Kirv acted to cover for us.
Mistakes happen, and that's okay. You don't have to always... I know we have to be mindful of the difficulties our party go through. And that means that sometimes we have to take a lot onto our shoulders. But that doesn't mean that it's all on you or it's all on me. We bear the weight together, and the others will help when they can. But we need to... No one person can carry the weight alone.
Yeah,
If,
I guess you're not wrong.
Yeah.
The clock is ticking. We just can't do
Look, I'm gonna come get you. I'm gonna come get you in a second.
that.
as it stands at the moment,
Now,
Kat can hear all of this in their heads. And she's like, this is emotional. She understands. So like,
I do hope there is at least one moment of like, oh shit, I probably shouldn't be listening into this.
no,
Well,
no. there
detect
is
thoughts
definitely
last a
fate.
minute, so I'll say they heard like
Oh,
the
it's a
beginning
minute,
part
oh.
of it, and they'd all stopped or left, turned around, and were like, "Oh, okay," and then they've just been listening in.
I'm going to go in for a hug. You are more than welcome to pull away if you like, but Romulus is going to try and provide some level of comfort.
Vinny will reciprocate the hug after a moment's hesitation.
Nice. I think they want us out of the town. We should leave now.
Right. Yes. Right. You are. Let's make a move on.
Okay.
Very much. Let's go. And looking at the time, I'm going to say,
Yeah.
Is that the end?
No, that's fair. As our party otherwise gather themselves together and begin to head along the mountain passes in the general direction of Glasson. Our party continues on for the next day or so before taking their rest. Nothing particularly interesting happens while they're on the road, but in the moment of all of this, Dan, roll me a d20.
Oh,
Okie dokie.
Actually, no, let's make it
When
more
I hear
interesting.
my name instead of Mortar, it jars me.
Make me a d100.
Oh,
oh.
Let's make this more interesting.
I'm glad it's Dan rolling it because I'll get
Yep,
nervous when I
Up
roll
here
stuff.
on the edge of the board.
oh, thank you.
That's alright.
Sorry. There we go. All right, here we go.
Oh boy.
So, how many
Uh,
souls Dan's consumed?
25.
25.
Okay. Your party lays down to rest. Learmon's tiny heart cast, and all of you begin to take and some of you begin to take watch. The cold is biting in. Cinder's otherwise been placed in her gemstone for the night. As you begin to keep watch, while you're keeping watch, the sense of being watched disappears, certainly. But as you're otherwise there, you feel a new sense begin to creep in, almost like a ear pain or head pain. What would you like to do?
Is that all of us or just Dan?
Just Mortar.
I'm on my watch at the minute.
You're
no
on
one
your
else is
watch.
awake?
I'll say that you're on your own for your watch.
I think Mortar just kind of rubs the side of his temple. Has he been feeling like this recently? Has it been like a developing
No,
thing, or
this
is
is
just very...
this is just sudden. You rub the side of your temple, and where there would usually be almost smoothness of skin, there's nothing. You feel almost like it's slightly lumpy.
Is there a lake nearby?
No, you're going up into the mountains. There isn't any water
Stream?
nearby. No.
Oh, okay. Any reflective? There's no reflective surface.
There's ice around.
There's Jeff's
Oh, wow.
crystals.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really want to look into the eyes of Jeff as I unveil whatever the hell this
Well,
is. I guess Mortar will walk away. He'll walk away. He'll try to stay in sight of the camp if he can. He doesn't want to abandon his watch, but he's just looking around for just something reflective, and he will take off his goggles, he'll take off his mask, and he'll just feel around for any kind of abnormalities.
Okay. You have a look around, you feel for any abnormalities, and you otherwise feel across your forehead, and it's lumpy, your temples lumpy, your face, your skin, it's all kind of lumpy in places. And as you kind of go to check your nose, you note that a large portion of it is missing. You go to feel for your lips and they're not there, and you just hit gum and then teeth. You kind of quickly and instinctively turn your goggles round to look at yourself, and you see staring back at you a eyeless, flayed visage.
Oh shit. Mortar drops his goggles and scrambles backwards. His heart beating incredibly fast in his chest, and he pulls out the black scorpion and goes, because he's seen the visage of what's in there, and he goes, "What the hell is this?
You feel...
What have you done to me?"
You feel a pressing feeling on your mind, as if it wants in.
And Mortar's going to fight back.
Okay. Roll me a wisdom saving throw.
Did you check to see if it was a hostile takeover or if it was like saying, "Hey buddy, could I say hello?"
I like to talk now.
Because we literally did.
Has it been a day of travel or not?
You're at the end of the day of travel.
Okay, so I wouldn't have gotten my stuff back yet. So
yeah, you had the long rest
20.
before you came up, so you should have everything.
Invigoration 1,000,000%.
Okay, go for it.
So I will re-roll the saving throw. Oh man, 13.
13. You attempt to resist the effect, and you get a sense that you're using its power against it, it seems. Or at least, that's what you think you're doing. You push against it, and in that moment you feel like it could easily overpower you and push past, but it almost pulls away as if knowing when it's not wanted. You have Black Scorpion there in your hand. What would you like to do?
Did I get the sense when it was trying to take over, or when it was trying to invite itself in, did I get the sense that it was hostile in doing so, or if it was...
I'll say...
Or if it was...
I will say, in this instance, you are unsure. But any judgments that you as Dan come to in regards to the exchange you just had, that is up to you.
Let's see. I think Mortar's scared. But I also think that his mind harkens back to a time when he was also scared, and this weapon has saved him. And this weapon and that thing are a package deal. So I think as he feels the present retreating, it's almost as if in his mind Mortar almost, as kind of like, if he sees like a mental image of this thing almost leaving, Mortar goes to grab its hand and says, "Wait. Wait. Don't go."
You feel its presence linger.
What do you want? Why are you doing this to me?
It's... You feel almost this stretching out of a hand as if trying to reach for your own.
Mortar will hesitantly take it.
Okay. As you do, and the hand clasps with yours, you feel this sudden pull, as if pulling you into it. You suddenly feel this rush of pain rush over your body as you grab the side of your head, kind of going down onto one knee, as you feel these almost images and flashes shooting through your mind with these sparks and lightning tendrils. You see yourself standing there in the temple, the rest of your party around you, as you ask this individual, "What do you know about this?" And you get the sense that they're lying. And you immediately feel, from the weapon's perspective, they're hiding more than just this. And in this moment you watch as there is almost this channeling of pain, a scream that shoots through your mind, and a black tether appears from the weapon. What do you do?
what does the black tether look like? It's what is in this vision? Like
It's
in this
a
moment?
shadowy black tether that seems to be shooting downwards into the ground.
Is this while I'm having this experiencing this vision
Yeah.
of that moment repeated? What do I know what the tether's doing, or
You have no
any
idea.
about that? Okay, I think in this moment where Mortar's just like experiencing this pain and this reinvigorated sense that this guy knows way more than he's letting on, let alone like even regarding Cat's question, more than that. I think Mortar's like, liars. Liars. Mortar will reach his hand out and try to seize the knowledge from this guy and try to forcefully enter his mind as painfully and as harshly as possible.
Are you reaching for that black tether? Or were you...
Yes, I will. Yeah, sure. I'll reach for the black tether.
Okay. You stick your hand out and you reach and grab hold of the black tether. And as you try to impose whatever the thought may be onto what he may be hiding, there is a moment of clarity. Not of his visuals, not of the old groundskeeper, but you see, looking out from reddened eyes, looking out across what looks to be kind of this dark stoned hallway. You can see several pillars rising up from what looks to be a central font. You can see individuals standing around it wearing what look to be these dark grey robes. As they otherwise hold their hands outward, you can see from their palm almost this tether of silver begins to pull out and upwards and enter into the font. And as you're watching this, you see an individual step up and otherwise hold a sword to one side as he looks upwards at the ceiling. You follow the gaze generally and you see only the ceiling. But you feel pain racking across your entire body. A pain you are familiar with. And in that moment you feel almost this third-person view pull free and you sit upright within the dome. You can see that you are no longer flayed. Your goggles are still in your hand and you seem to wake up almost as if from a stupor or a dream.
Almost like waking up out of like sleep paralysis, that terrifying feeling of being so helpless and like it's almost as if Mortar's been like has felt like his eyes have almost forcefully been rolled into the back of his head and he's been almost frozen stiff. He gasps, sitting upright, his adrenaline just buzzing through his body, his eyes just darting in every direction. He quickly feels his face for any of the abnormalities.
There's no abnormalities. It's back to normal.
He draws Black Scorpion and looks at it. Just, is there any change or?
No change. Otherwise, holding the weapon there, thinking it over. Go ahead and roll me a perception check, but without the advantage.
Okay. Uh, 18.
18. Your mind is flicking through what you know, what you don't know, what you've seen. It's in this moment that I'll say you, almost in instinctiveness and haste, begin to rifle through Cat's pack. Cat, you awake to this, as you see Mortar kind of pulling through one of your saddlebags, as he pulls out what looks to be a sheet of paper and holds it in his hands.
What are you doing?
I don't know.
You recognise the person on the sheet of paper, the person you saw. And as you turn it around to show it to Cat, Cat, you see your drawing of Cassius you made all those years ago. Or not all those years ago, all those weeks ago when you first entered Vinny's mind.
Okay, what about... Why have you drawn this? Why?
I don't know.
Why? Huh? Are you okay?
I don't know.
Did you have a vision?
don't know.
Okay. Do you want to talk?
I think that's where we'll end our session for today. So, thank you for watching, everyone. Hopefully you enjoyed, and we'll be back next week, unless anybody's not able to make it.
No, I'm here.
Should be. I'll be moving back to my back to the other place for work, but I should be there on time. Hopefully, maybe 15 minutes late. But
Yeah,
no
that's fine. And Harlan and Simon, you all good?
For
Next week.
the next week?
Yeah, as far as I'm aware.
Yes, as far as I am aware, this should be good.
Okay. So, thank you for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed, and we will see you next week then. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.